guys, it's me again, Crazy Cassie. You guys all know me around town as the mod. It bounces around different channels, and as you all know, I started this channel to come in and start teaching you guys what I learned and to try and help other mods out there and maybe streamers with their streams, their community, and how they work things so that we can all kind of help promote this platform a lot more and get everybody else out there and maybe teach some tricks and tips along the way. I am so happy that you guys have joined me today. We are going to have a guest with us. It's DJ Booters. He'll be joining us soon. And while we wait for him, we're just going to go over a few things today that we're going to be kind of getting through the eyes of a streamer again today, and chit chatting about where he came from on us as a streamer, how he's gotten to where he is, and different aspects of stream life. And thank you again for anybody that is joining us today. And I love you guys all. As you know, through my time, I became a stream moderator through the time of COVID. Nothing before, but I have dove deep into the moderation, where I'm mod for 76 streamers as of now, trying to help anybody and everybody that needs help. And I don't do it for anything back, and I wasn't through the entire time, because music's always saved me and gaming. So having a platform here where I can kind of give back to things that and people that have been there for me through hard times has been wonderful to do. And I thank you guys all for joining us today. Also, while we are going through this, we're going to be, if you'd like to follow along with the music that I'm listening to, it is again Seattle Sunday Streams. So I will be following them once they start, which it looks like they have, with again The Hunt music. I will show them real quickly with my screen so that you can see where we're at. Oh, hi, Meagles. Welcome in. Let me get this screen share done and I will give you your shout out, love. Ooh, not snipping tool. Let's make sure I share the right screen. And just so you see, we are on The Hunt, and I am on the Lyric As He Knows for that lovely SSS. For Seattle Sunday Streams, they do a 24-hour raid train every single Sunday starting at about 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is noon Eastern Standard Time, and I believe 5 p.m. UK. And it goes all the way through Monday, whenever it ends, sometime after 10 a.m. Monday. We love these guys, and you get vibes every about hour. They change who is streaming, and they pop through different DJs, and we have guests every week that are not from Seattle but are from all around the world. This week we will be having Link. Looks like The Hunt, Chilling with SK, Mugiumu, Yogurt Bazooka, DJ Note, Jacqueline Buena, DJ Kazar, DJ Brady, Liz E, DJ Wheels, Hazel Zen, DJ Bouncy, Love Bug, Kid Kaboom, and again ending SK by committee, which is Spin Spin. He does do a beginning and an end, and we love them all. So back to this. We are still waiting for Booters to join us out. Join us. I think he needs to press that second join button to come in. He might be doing the same thing that Tara Lee did the first time. And hello, Satavision. Good to see you again. There we go. Alrighty, and if you could please give Meagles a follow. She is my best friend of all times, and I am not kidding with that. Love her to death. So today, once Booters joins us, we'll be discussing with him where he's come from and everything. And let's get that. This is his link. If you can send him a follow while he waits to join us, it would be fabulous. Fabulous. Welcome in, Simil. He is the founder of Moist Music Collective. Please send him a follow and everybody else and our friends. And if you do want to check out that Seattle Sunday stream link, I can go ahead and drop that for you as well. You can keep to date with us of what we're doing all day long. I also have that for the Moist Music. These links can also be saved on your phone, which is something I do as a moderator, tip and trick to help you out. Saving any link trees for your streamers' groups that they may have, like these two, the Seattle Sunday Stream and the Moist Music Collective, as an icon on your phone or tablet, so you can quick link it and find yourself any of your streamers, because you can also turn on the video and it'll say when it's live inside the app if you choose to use that option. So Linktree is something that I do promote most people to use when they're a streamer, and even the mods so that people can get a hold of them if need be, or find where they are when their streamers aren't there, because us mods tend to be floating around a little bit more than the streamers sometimes, because they've got to work on their music, and the gamers because they've got to work on their content and everything. Love you, Meagles, and love you, everybody that has showed up so far. So just a little bit, anybody have any questions from the last few streams? Feel free to chime in and ask them during today's stream. It is okay. I don't mind going backwards a little bit. Um, with those link trees, I do want to kind of get in a little bit. I know a lot of people try and say, those quick multi links aren't always the best things, like in posts and things. Well, that's correct. You don't really want to use that link tree in a post on Instagram or Facebook because they'll filter it out. What you do is you put your link tree in your bio and you tell people to check your bio. That way it doesn't get filtered out with one of those one link click 'em all filtration systems on most of the social medias. As just a quick tip, and then you can use it to quickly update. If, say, you're doing raid trains and it's a group like this, you can organize to say who's going at what time. It's a really, really nice tool to use, and it gives it a nice clean layout for any time that you're doing this. And you can instantly, if there's a change, even mid raid train, instantly within a second, change the time slot for the person or whoever's filling in that spot, because of the a family emergency or called into work or whatnot, and it doesn't take much effort. And that way you don't have to change a bunch of people's commands for the new lineup who's all following this person. It also makes your stream and your commands just a little bit more clean and neat. So you don't have a whole bunch of like launching IG command, Facebook command, all of these individuals, or one that has all commands, and blocking up chat for all those mobile users. Because on mobile, it really does get a little testy of like when those big blocks of chat come up, because it may not look as large on a computer because we have a wider screen, more space for chat, so it may only look like 2, maybe 3 lines, but on a phone it's like 5 to 6 because they've got a smaller screen and it bunches it up. So like it sends everything that somebody else says straight up. So it's a nice thing that you can also set up a alternate launching commands for the one. So you just do social, and as alternate launching, you do IG, Facebook, FB, everything that could be on that link tree as a quick link. So if they try, like in other chats, you can do IG, it'll still bring up that link tree, and anything that is on there, you just use the one. one command to catch them all, and it also makes your stream elements list when people are looking through it a lot cleaner because they only see one instead of 15 different socials for Mixcloud, SoundCloud, and all of these different platforms that we now have. Because again, we're trying to breach that bridge, spread out, and get our technology out there, lined up with everybody else, because Twitch is still off in that little island. I touch base with that, and we really need to start breaching that bridge. So give me 1 second. Alrighty. And just making sure that booters didn't get lost in translation or transition. We all know sometimes. I love Booters. He was one of the first people. The reason why I did invite him on here today is he was one of the first people that really trusted me with his sword, and let me just go gung ho on his uh, stream elements to learn the process and behind the scenes. And so for him to give me that trust was phenomenal, and it just made me super happy that he did that for me. And I was able to learn so much. Yes, we do love booters. Hey, welcome in, Big Time Turtle, Enigmatic, and Golden Artist. Wonderful people right there. I'm going to give them all actually a shout out. Big Time Turtle, make sure I spelled correct. Shout out. Booters, are you joining? Golden Artist is also an amazing streamer. Please, please send them a follow as well. Let me type real quick. Okay, Booters, see you in a moment. Maybe we'll get him to do the vertical worm. Hey, The Hunt. Again, The Hunt is the one we are currently on. Oh, wait, did he just swap over to SK? Nope, he's still going. We love him. We love, 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 love. The Hunt. Please go ahead and give him a follow. And again, he is part of the Seattle Sunday streams. If you want to keep up with where we're listening to as the day goes on, that is that, because I don't want to have to deal with the DMCA on this side. Super moderator? You were the one that found the super moderator? Oh yeah. No, I see, I never used the super moderator because I always just got the stream elements key, the backdoor key. So you're welcome, sweetheart. Again, you know me in the Seattle Sunday streams, The Hunt. I love you, love you. Amazing stream. I am listening. And if anybody else can, of course, I do promote this because you guys know that I was a mod first. And I'm doing these streams to give out the information and show different ways that we can mod. And that this is one of them. I can still be modding for the Seattle Sunday stream while I'm doing this stream, because I can also use them as examples for what we can do, how we can shout out. Because along the Seattle Sunday stream, some of them I'm mod for, some of them I'm not. It's okay. We don't need to. I do promote when you're in a group having at least one central, like with Seattle Sunday streams. DJ Kazar is pretty much our one central, and everybody mods him in case there's a problem. He can help. And just in case any of their other mods aren't there for that specific day, because they're a guest, we can help them. So that is one other thing that I will have you guys think about when you're setting up these raid trains. And you're welcome, Golden Artist. I love you, sweetheart. And since the first day, and I was so happy the day you started saying you were streaming. Sorry I don't make it as much as I could. Please send love to your other half. Please, please, please. I miss you both. It was nice to see that Vinyl was finally live yesterday, and moved in with Sacred Angel and getting there. So that's kind of one of the first places, and then Seattle Sunday Stream that I ran into you, Golden Artist, I believe. Oop. Alrighty, 1 second. Booter's having trouble. Let me give him. He wants me to email him the link real quick. Give me a second, guys. Compose. There we go. Alrighty. Sorry about that, guys. Booters, I sent it off to you. So you should get it in your email in just a second instead of Discord. So, yeah, Big Time Turtle, he really is. He's on an iPad asking for an email. Tells you that you don't have to be a full techie to stream, right? Play the good music, still all good, right? So while we're waiting for him, again, I was kind of chit chatting on those link trees. It's a great way also to bridge, because if you put that link tree, say, on your Instagram bio or your Twitter, anybody that's looking into you and your rest of your socials, you can also put your your Twitch account on there, so people that can discover Twitch for the first time, because they'll find you and then like see what's happening, right? So, and from there, it turns into a rabbit hole. We've all got stuck in a rabbit hole. That's how we found ourselves on Twitch. Somebody pulled us along, right? He does do Throwback Thursday pretty well. Actually, I got a question for everybody here. That's here. Me and Booters have an argument, and I want to settle this before he comes on camera. Can you guys, whoever's listening, I know there's only a few of you guys here right now. I may ask it again later. Which decade is better, the 80s or the 90s? I want to know what you guys think. Let's see if I can. Oops. Let me type it right. Hi, Donna Boo. Oh, welcome in, sweetheart. 80s, no question. Oof. Meagles, I love you, sister, but oh, ouch, you hurt my heart. You're on Booter's side. I thought you'd be on the 80s. Come on now. I was the one born in 90. You're older than me. I love you. So good to see you, Donna. Add in on that question, J1992. Okay, you got the 90s. All right. Big Time Turtle, you got to make a choice. Come on. All right, we've got Golden Artist, that's 80s. Sorry, it's not letting me. I need Tara Lee to do the poll for some reason when I'm in this. It's not letting me, so. Nice to see you, J1990, and Donna Boo. Thanks for joining us as well. Donna Boo, which is better, 80s or the 90s for the decade of music, or all around? Ooh. Alrighty. Oof. Okay, so we've got. Oh, come on, Big Time. You've got to. I got to see your answer because I might need a tiebreaker. Donna, I'm with you. Me and Booters every single week launch the same poll. What's better, 80s or the 90s? I'm on the side of the 80s. He's on the side of the 90s. And I am Vinyl. If he was here, he'd back me on this one. And in his chat, everybody likes the 80s better. But over in Booter's chat, for some reason lately, he's gotten a couple wins. And just because you got 3 out of like 25 does not mean you've won, Booters. This will continue until the day we die. I mean, All righty. Oh, it looks like his face might be ready to join us finally.
I
Welcome in, Booters.
made it. Can you hear me okay?
You did. Can I hear you? You want to get a test? Can everybody hear him?
Yep, check, check. Can you guys hear me? They gotta speak louder.
I think speaking a little louder would work, but I can hear
Uh,
you pretty good.
okay. I'll try to speak louder. Use my outdoor voice. What's going on? I see a lot of people in the chat. Golden Artist, Donna Boo, Big Time Turtle, let's go. Happy
Right?
Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Do you want to take a moment real quick to introduce yourself and get a quick snip into the life of DJ Booters?
Oh, yes. What's going on, guys? My name is DJ Booters. I've been streaming on Twitch for maybe a year and a half now.
Think so.
Um, and it's been one crazy journey. A lot of work, but the upside to that is, I met some cool people, got to network with some cool people, and got to, build a community. So that's what makes it fun nowadays. After you get past the the clerical and all the technical stuff, that's what makes it fun and keeps it going.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
indeed. Real quick, I do want to say, hey, DJ Cookie, welcome in. Oh, Thunderstruck. Okay. Great song, but it still can't win the 90s versus the 80s there, okay?
Thunderstruck is a good one.
Alrighty, J1990, enjoy the match. Hopefully it goes well. I know a lot of you guys are rooting for one side or the other, so big old match today going on over there.
Uh,
What's your team if you're watching it, you guys? Drop it in chat, but don't start a fight. um, so I brought Booters on today because he works with also a friend, I Am Vinyl, who eventually I hope you guys will get to meet and we can get him on here. And they were a dynamic duo, nice friends right from Michigan. Um, and Vinyl convinced him to come on, and when we pushed him to affiliate and got him there and went forward, they continued to partner. And his streaming style and what they do to incorporate their personality through where they're from instead of overbearing it with the green screens and their knowledge and ability to set up the overlays that are more interactive than like covering. So the crowds can have fun and the chatters can have fun and also see why you chose the Twitch platform as musicians, because I know we've talked about this a couple times, of you not like wanting to post on Instagram and keep it also separate, why you made that choice versus now you're switching to where you're actually promoting out there on Instagram, and what you also see the future is. So starting down with it, the beginning travels with the starting your stream. What were
Ooh.
some of those first struggles and why you chose this platform?
Um. So I remember right when all the, you know, everything started shutting down. Everybody was starting to do streaming on Facebook, and Facebook was not DJ friendly at all. So, I started doing streaming on Facebook because, most of I already had a pretty decent following on Facebook, so it was common sense to just do it on there because I already had the audience right there. But the way that Facebook works is they do not like you streaming music at all. um, So when they started to see the influx of DJs just live streaming, and all that DMCA kicked in, and they would just shut you down so quick. It was ridiculous.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And so it got to a point where it got super frustrating, and it was just made you not want to stream at all, because you stream, you get your viewers up, and then they shut you down. And yeah, if that didn't phase you, you'd start back up and do it again. But after a while, for me, I just got mad, and I was like, you know what, I'm done with Facebook. And originally, I would do a guest set with Vinyl. He was already on Twitch maybe a year before the pandemic hit, so he was already seasoned into Twitch. And so I make a guest appearance on Hip Hop and Hot Wings every Sunday, and I thought it was a pretty cool thing that he was doing. I'm like, okay, I wasn't familiar with Twitch, but the fact that you can play your music, and like, just the thing that I noticed was like, just the chat from Twitch compared to the chat from like Facebook was, it just had a different feel to it,
Mm-hmm.
So on Twitch, it was more like people were there, they were gathering to hang out in the chat.
Yeah.
And it was just like, when I first started, I kind of like, you'd see it as two separate things. It's like, okay, you got the streamer doing his thing, but then the chat is doing their own thing too. Like they're having the conversation, a whole different conversation. And that chat had a life of its own in a way.
Yeah.
And like, after a while, when streamers get it right, the stream and the chat like are in sync, and that creates the perfect stream. And Vinyl, he did that with like Hip Hop and Hot Wings, and where
Yep.
it became less like, I guess it was more like it started to focus less on the music, and then and more on the interaction, So that was like very interesting to me. I'm like, wow, I'd rather do that, And after a while, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start setting up a studio and start streaming too. And so that was what drove me to start streaming, and it was not easy, man. Like, setting up OBS and Stream Elements and commands, and I was like, it was overwhelming at first. I'm like, Jesus. But yeah, if you don't have that drive to stick through it, yeah, you're gonna become very discouraged, and just stick to just being a viewer. But once you get over that learning curve and actually get to focus more on content and interaction, it's so much fun. It is so much fun. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And that's one thing. I think the second stream that I had seen of Vinyl, first one was a Throwback Thursday that you guys were there, I think, together for. And then the next one was a Hip Hop and Hot Wing, because you actually did a back-to-back show up at his place that week, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And that was just before you started streaming really on your own platform. And the one thing I could always remember with you two working together was those Hip Hop and Hot Wings nights, where, I'm sorry to say this, you guys, but Booters cannot take his heat. All right. Neither can I. That's why I choose not to do it. I don't know why he suffered and like forced himself to suffer so much just for our enjoyment. But oh my goodness, this man would be crying in the corner with the style of hot sauce that Vinyl would feed him. And I swear it was intentional.
Oh, yeah. It was, whew, it was a whole different thing. Like it was bad.
Oh yeah, yeah, it was. And oh yeah, I agree with you, T-Bone. I like Twitch because it allows you to interact with the DJ easy as well. And if you're lucky, you become their VIP or mod.
Yep.
So, yes, I love being able to interact with these DJs, and it's giving the opportunity for a lot more regular people to meet their idols and or the musicians from their area and around the world. People that, before COVID, when would we really get the chance to meet these people?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Or become friends and not just be another face in the crowd. And like, I swear, even though we're a crowd in chat, the streamers of the musician side are getting to know people more on a one-on-one basis, remembering people. Like, how do you guys do that? Like, remembering every single person over and over, and the last time that you've seen them, and like how long they've been like hanging out or what they were up to last. Like, it's really hard to remember so many people and have that regular personal touch with them. Like, what's your trick that you do to try and remember this?
Um, for me, it's, I guess on the streamer side, for me, I always try to keep in mind and see what names are popping up regularly in the chat, and that for me, I use that as like, okay, even when I'm not streaming, I look to see if any of those streamers or people in the chat are streaming. Like, hey, okay, I'm gonna go into their streams, because for me, it's like if I see you in my chat and then I see you streaming when I'm not streaming, like in my head, I'm already familiar with that name, so I'm gonna most likely click on that name, whether you have one viewer or 600 viewers. Just because your name pops up, it creates that, it implants, in my head. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to that guy because I know that person, Yeah.
Yeah, I completely understand. Like seeing the person on a more Okay. I am getting someone saying that if you could turn your mic up a little bit more, it's a little hard to hear for some people. I got a side whisper. Sorry about that. Yeah,
See.
So yeah, I know the mics are always fickly, and especially with you. This man had to make an error command just with how many times that he forgets to turn his mic on when he's speaking to us.
Right.
You know. And it's those fun little interactive things of the community. Like they're jokes because other people might come in and go, "Oh, that looks cool," but the rest of us are like giggling. Or other people might come go, "What's that for?" And we can explain it to them, and we're all still like giggling because we know it's, you have a tendency to occasionally pull that mic out and forget to turn it on, or the switch doesn't work for a second. Like all those little technical difficulties that you've got to deal with, which is why you've got a mod to help take care of the other stuff, i.e., launching the command to remind you to turn the mic on.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Great job.
Yeah, I'm notorious for forgetting to either turn on the mic or turn off the mic. So yeah, that was a thing. So now we have commands for that. Every little thing. Even your mistakes can become something cool to the stream. Like Cassie was saying, she's worried that she's gonna mess up. I'm like, even if you do mess up, you never know. That's great content. So.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. And what would you say has been like the hardest thing for you to do going from live, like at shows, to on stream, like learning on the tech side of things? What was the hardest part for you?
So what was the question again?
What was the hardest part for you to learn when you were transitioning from just being, a live artist, going to the club, hanging out, just showing up with your music, playing, and then leaving, versus the streamer life?
Oh, gotcha. I would say actually like the interaction with people, because when you're DJing, the last thing you want is people to just come up to you and start talking to you. That's like an easy way to just piss off the DJ, you know?
Yeah.
But on Twitch, it's like, oh, so it's reversed now. You have to be the one talking, you know, and mixing. So it went from that from that side where you're like, okay, I gotta mix, I gotta focus, to hey, now I gotta mix and focus on the chat and actual interact with the chat, and now like interact with the music and still be mixing at the same time. So it's a little bit harder, yeah. And
Yeah.
when you get good at that, you know you can feed off the chat into the mix. So you know if somebody says something cool, or you know one thing that I try to do is kind of play off of whatever the chat is saying. You know, if they say something that relates to a song, hey, I'm gonna work quickly to mix that song in, and people in the chat are gonna love that because like, hey, that's what we're talking about. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, that was the hardest. It's like you got to switch that level of interaction that you know you weren't used to. Normally, you would just be focused on mixing and you know focusing on what the bar needs. You know what if the managers are happy. Um, but on Twitch, it kind of also takes a lot of pressure from the streamer or the DJ, because you don't have to worry about all the extra stuff. You just have to focus on you know interacting with your viewers and just having fun and having you know playing your favorite music. Yeah. So
Right.
all
Like
that.
you, I know you go into rabbit holes of your music occasionally where you forget that chat exists. And we
Yeah.
actually have a joke, and you never realize it, I don't think, that when you do this, we'll start talking about it in chat. And we go, nope, nope, he's lost for a moment. He'll return in a moment. All right. Oh, oh, there we go. His brain's coming back. He liked that one. All right.
No,
And you'll just be
I've
like, all right, let's go, let's go. Because you'll be off, just brain going, just kind of like not even like aware chat's there, but it's like then you come back and you're like, oh shoot, like hi people again.
yeah.
And it's great because you get lost in the music and you can see the enjoyment on your face as much as the enjoyment of everybody in chat.
Hmm.
And that's something that Twitch really gives everybody, is that place to choose what they play, right? So what's your favorite genre of music to play? And how often did you actually get to play it in the clubs versus as often as you get to on Twitch?
Um. So my go to, even when I'm not DJing, is you know I'm usually listening to you know EDM or like hip hop. That's usually my go to. One of those two. Um. But it's with like with me saying you know those are my two favorite genres. It's tricky to mix those two together. And what I mean by that, it's tricky to I guess to mix it, you know, in terms of the audience. If you're DJing for a predominantly EDM audience, and I'm spinning, I'm like, oh, you know, this hip hop song would go great with this. You know, you have to be very careful on the way you do it, because that could easily turn away the crowd, because it's two different um genres, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if you're, you know, if I'm DJing for a hip hop crowd, you know, they're, all they know is hip hop, and when you throw some EDM in there, they get really confused. So you
They
have to do
do.
it really, really, really strategically. Um,
Which
so
you've incorporated into your amazing transitions over on Twitch. Like, because you'll hop through different genres because you know everybody's along for the ride with you.
yeah,
Like, if we don't like the ride, that's one thing that's great about Twitch. Instead of people like telling the artist, like, dude, I hate this song, go to a different channel for a moment, come back
right,
once the song's over. Like, it's just like a TV, you can swap through, which is
yeah,
also the hard part of where you have to keep upgrading your stream almost, right?
oh yeah,
So that
yeah,
you don't lose your viewers and they become uninterested,
yes, yes.
right?
You constantly have to be thinking of what can you do different. I would say every month you should have something new, because yeah, after a while, it's, your stream kind of gets, bland. So if you try to upgrade it every month, then you should be good. Um, whether it's, new commands, or just, visuals, or maybe, for gamers, just switching up your, the games that you play, and, throwing people curveballs. If you stream, Call of Duty all the time, people are going to know you as a Call of Duty streamer. But next
Yep.
month, you switch it up, they're going to be like, oh, wait, what is he doing? Or what is she doing? And that re-engages and creates that initial, pull to your stream. Like, okay, wait, let's see what they're trying to do with this now. You know, and
Yeah, and I wouldn't say it has to be something drastic, right, Booters?
right,
It can just be something, a couple small things in a month
yeah,
where
yeah,
it's like some extra commands that are interactive, or it can be a new background here and there, or simple things that are like including your fans. Like, you did this fun thing where you put out a call for anybody to do the vertical worm with you,
yeah,
and had everybody post videos of them doing the vertical worm, which is your version of the worm just
yeah,
standing up.
yeah.
I don't know if he'll grace us with his presence doing it. Will you give us a vertical worm?
uh, maybe only if you do it.
What?
It's only if you do it.
All right, let's go. We'll give him a vertical worm. Just one vertical worm. Whoever's here gets to grace it. All right. Let's stand up. Ugh. Come on. Come on, booters.
Oh no, ladies first. Ladies first.
No, not together. All
Ladies
at once.
first. All right, let me see. Let me get up. You ready?
All right, you got the vertical worm.
Oh God.
So with the vertical worm, he did that and got videos of everybody. He was showing them for a while because he has these really cool things that everybody always asks him, which I don't think you can see him right now, but they're to his left and his right of him. Everybody asks if they are actual TVs. Do you want to explain them and how that choice of add on to your stream was what you did?
Yeah. So I knew when I first was setting up my stream, and just like my I don't know what to call it, like the streaming studio here. Originally, I had posters like to the side of me, and I had I think it was posters of like just some Dragon Ball Z character, because I love Dragon Ball Z, and I figured what better way to show my interest than bam, big posters of Dragon Ball Z on there, and to kind of show more of my personality, and I have like random stuff over here in the back on the shelf. that, you know, I would randomly pull and show the audience and stuff like that. Um, and I had actually, I think it was, yeah, Sir Noob, who I think he does audio and video as his like main job, and he started coming into my stream, and he kind of mentioned, hey, wouldn't it be cool if you turn those posters into green screens and then you can just put whatever you want? And I was like, you are a genius. That is super, super, super awesome. And yeah, we started working on that, and it turned out really well. Now I got some cool green screens that are not overwhelming, you know, and I can do whatever I want with them. So it turned out really well. And like I said, for me, it fit that that notion that I wanted to have more of my personality show in my stream, and you know, my interests and my personality, rather than just having a, you know, one green screen and just, you know, random visuals. But I got to incorporate the visual aspect of the green screen into, you know, my original concept, so it worked out perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I like it with your Mondays, it's EDM Monday, and that's where we get the full like animes going on in the background, and it'll rotate through them. And on Throwback Thursday, you've got those old school TV shows and movies thrown on.
Yeah.
And then based on what your genre is that day or what you're doing, because you're a very big open format, is what your screens are behind you. And now you've incorporated some of your commands in chat to change those screens randomly.
Yes. Yeah. And that, yeah, that was I think I added that a couple months ago, you know, because before, you know, I would just have videos playing, but then, you know, with that concept and that mind frame of, you know, what can you do to constantly improve your stream, you know, I figured, hey, you know, the screens and, you know, the visuals are already a hit, but let's not only update them, but incorporate the viewers in it to give them more control.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that's one thing like me and Vinyl really like are good on really being conscious about, is like give the viewers more control. Like we want to give them something more to do than just watch. You
Yeah.
know, yeah, and that's something every streamer should try to do, because if they're busy messing with commands or changing the visuals, they're spending a lot more time in your stream than they even realized. And that's, you know, that's good all around for you, for them, and you know, for whatever community you're building.
Yes.
Yeah.
Facts. Real quick, there have been a few people that I want to give some love to that have come in while we've been chatting. I did shout them out earlier. I hope you guys all saw and sent those follows. I didn't want to interrupt at the time, but we had Ukron that came in. Amazing, amazing streamer. Please give them a follow. DJ Craig Dawn that has joined us. Turbolicious. And Turbolicious is also part of Biz Hero and the SSS.
Going on. Going
and,
on Omega. Dang.
Right. And Daybreakers Official from Germany. We've got a few other people coming in, and thank you very much for joining us today. DJ Cookie, Awesome Opossum, and all of the fam. Please, please, please send them all of the love. And anybody that wasn't here in the beginning, please also send some to Golden Artist, Meagles, who's in the chat, hanging out, and all of our lovelies like Big Time Turtle. Wonderful streamers in chat. You guys will see pretty much anytime you're in my stream. Just follow everybody. Promise it's a good time. And we also have, Omega that just showed up and joined us. Welcome in, love. Another amazing streamer and has the cutest bunny cam. If you like bunnies, Trust me, you'll love his stream. When he's playing music, you'll sometimes get to see it. That
Yeah,
bunny butt. Adorable, adorable, adorable.
it's
Also joins us
weird
on the
because like
FSS sometimes.
I was
What
gonna
was up,
say like
Bitters?
the streamers that have like animals in them, like I don't know why, but like when they switch to the animal cam, I'm just like watching, and it just like captures my attention. I don't know why. So good job to people those to the people that have like those adorable animals and throw them on stream. Yeah, that's a really good use of audience capture.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
It is. It is. I'm not gonna lie. We talked about it on a couple streams ago. There's a couple streams that I follow, like the Dash Ducks, and now thanks to another streamer, one of our friends, Turtles and Chill, like, and they're straight just watching animals all day long.
Nice.
Yeah. So what's something real quick to get in a kind of a little bit of the mod aspect that you enjoy your mods doing for you versus things that you maybe have not enjoyed in the past? And
Um,
don't worry, you can talk shit about me all you want. It's all right. Like,
nah. You are definitely a great mod. Um, definitely. One thing that I really noticed, I do not have as much as you think when you're DJing and interacting, that takes a lot of focus power. But when it comes to like finding raids and actually like, let's say, launching polls and stuff like that, more like the technical chat stuff that needs to happen in the chat, my brain just stops working. I can't. That's like overload. So I'm always like, thank God you're there, because holy crap, I would literally have to stop everything and like, okay, let me do focus on this and figure it out. But you're pretty on top of it, and that takes a load off of my thinking power. You know. So yeah, just what you do with the chat. Creating the polls, the commands. Saying hi to everybody. And that's just the stuff that people see. There's, I would say maybe 20% of what you do people see on in the stream. The other 80% is off stream, and that's where all the work really happens. Like there, there's days where, hey, I call Cassie, and we literally, I'm working on stream elements, trying to fix commands or trying to update stuff, and she's helping me through it. And we're online Google researching stuff. We're like doing all that extra stuff. So all that really, really helps, and I think that's where a good mod should do. Um, it's not just coming into the stream and regulating the chat and assisting the stream. Yeah, there's a lot of off stream stuff that you do that hopefully most of the other mods are doing too, because that's where the legwork really happens, because you do all that legwork and then you hit stream, and then that's where people can see what you guys did, and that
mm-hmm.
that's where everything happens live. But
Yep.
yeah, so all that work that you definitely put in outside the stream is definitely very, very helpful. you know
Yeah, and that's one thing that I can say to a lot of mods, like really keeping in touch with your streamers and seeing what they need help with, because like it is our job to help try and take some of that strain off your shoulders, so that you can really focus on the next content that you'll be giving.
yep.
So if we can do those basic little things, it makes it so there's more time to prep for the stream for you and provide that better, or maybe think of another idea that we can add, or have these little conversations. Like I've talked about a few different times. I have streamers even that I'm not mods for contacting me going, "Hey, what do you think about this?" Because I've made myself available for people to contact knowing that I'm here to help everybody. And I'm not asking for anything in return. Again, those are people that I don't even mod for. I'm here for the community, help to teach anything and everything anyone needs. And if I don't know the answer, I'll either ask my Discord community, see if they've got the answer, or I'll start researching myself, diving through YouTube videos, going, all right, I don't know the answer to this, but I think I can figure this out.
Right. Right.
Like, you don't just stop and go, tough shit, streamer. You try and help them through it so they know that, cool, Cassie's got this, or cool, Golden Artist has got this, cool, Donna Boo's got this, right? You don't wait until the last minute. You help them take care of this now, or else they're gonna have to now spend more time on that, less time on their next stream.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where we've got to really focus that mod side of things for you guys, and at least what I try and do for you.
Oh yes. Yeah. Yeah. And you do it well.
Well, thank you. Again, I said what there's also both sides. Now you've said something good. 1 second I hear a knock at my door, you say something bad while I walk away and I can't even hear it. Give me 2 seconds. You get the screen for yourself. I hear a knock, and normally people aren't supposed to be knocking.
I can't say anything bad about Cassie. Like, literally, like, all she has done for my stream has all been positive. And she's even checked me a couple times, like, hey, that's not a good idea. And I'm like, oh, okay, you're probably right. So we'll just adjust it. But as a streamer, when you have mods, when you make somebody a mod, you're telling them, hey, I trust you. So you have a lot of input with the streamer. You have a lot of pull when it comes to the streamer. For me, if I make somebody a mod, I value their opinion. If they say something, I will do it, and then talk to them about it later. But they have that initial trust already built with the streamer. So that's one thing that I do. So I can't say anything bad, because the mods are taking time out of their day to help me. Like, that would be kind of like shooting yourself in the foot if you look down upon your mods. Like, first of all, you come off as an a-hole, and that's not the right thing to do. But you got to keep in mind that at the end of the day, these people are helping you. They're taking time out of their day to genuinely help you. So it's like, that should be like your main takeaway, and always keep that in mind. Like, they're genuinely helping you. So you should definitely trust them with your stream.
Yeah, and one thing that a lot of people don't understand is, like, mods do spend more times in streams than streamers, because you guys have to take your time off out of the streams to work on your next content, whether it's setting up a new staging area, whether it's getting a new mic set up or new equipment, or changing your sound around, new mics, or even, producing music, buying new games, practicing those games to make sure that you're getting better, or whatever it is, making samples, voice samples for different things, right?
Right.
There's so many different things behind the streamer that you guys like. You can try and lurk in streams, but you're partial and you do try and spend that time, but your moderator really gets to really spend time as long as they're not a stream moderator. Like they spend more time if they're just a basic moderator in chats. We
Oh yeah.
bounce around.
Yeah.
And so
It's
using those tools of your moderators and trusting them is a big thing.
oh yeah, and it makes it a lot easier. Like you have no idea. You know, speaking from a DJ background, let's say DJs. If you're an active DJ, prior to even Twitch, if you had a gig Friday night, that week, for me, I spend 4 hours out of that week prepping music, putting music together. And so that's 4 hours out of the week. Now you take that same concept and add learning OBS, learning stream elements, learning how to maneuver around Twitch, learning how to do commands. It's overwhelming, and you still gotta put the same amount of time gathering music. Mm-hmm. And so when you have mods that take care of that, almost half of that, it's very helpful.
Oh, well, real quick, welcome in Tatted Scorpio. If you guys saw me drop that link, please send a follow. Another fabulous streamer.
Yes, I think she streams, was it DC? I can't remember. Is it Marvel? No, I think it's DC. I can't remember the game, but...
Tatted, can you remind us, because our minds are blanking, me and him are the dynamic duo of idiots sometimes?
ADHD powers unite.
Unite! Yeah, I'm still trying to learn OBS since, and that's kind of why I use the program that I use. It's so much easier than OBS since I don't have a whole bunch going on. I'm going to eventually start diving more into OBS, and I've been watching a lot of videos to start learning how to work my own, because before I could tell people how to do it, and I'd give them YouTube videos if my streamers would ask me about it. But I didn't really dive into it because I wasn't a full streamer, so I didn't have to use it. Right? So I had the concept. Doing it is a lot different than the concept. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, and it's tricky to know how to do it, but knowing how to do it in the way that you want it for it to be in your stream is even harder. So you gotta know exactly what it does and what you want it to do for your stream. Sometimes it's hard.
T-Bone, I know how you feel. I think some days my kids get upset that I'm modding so much, and other days they're cool because they like the music. It all depends on if they like what I'm playing, I think, or what I'm watching. Because at some points I catch them dancing around the house because my music's blaring, but other times they're like, "Mom, you're modding too much. Can we go out?" And I'm like, "Okay, sorry," and I close up and go. But I know how that is, because T-Bone said, yeah, mods are like me. Always in the stream so much, I walk around my house with my phone modding for someone. My mom's boyfriend now just wants to take my phone and throw it on the fire pit. Told me this morning.
Right.
And what Golden Artist says, yep, I'm almost always somewhere, and sometimes more than one place. My laptop looks like command center. Right?
Nice.
I kind of need myself a second monitor almost. There's these really cool ones that clip onto the back of the laptop that I've been looking up. And there's either a one that slides out from the back of it to give you a second monitor for the laptop, or the double. And so it creates a command center for your laptop, all connected, and can fold down to the same size of the laptop. I kind of want one of those. That would be perfect for Cassie's life. like right here on mod duty when I need Discord up on one side, stream up on another and stream elements on the other side, making sure everything's going good. Because that's the
Right.
most multi-tab and I really try. As I've told everybody before, occasionally I have to multi-tab, but really if I have a multi-tab open, it's only to tell other streamers I'm here if you need something, but I'm doing something else. It's to give you that nice little boost. Oh, real quick, iced coffee, welcome in. That means I gotta go do something real quick. Woohoo, and welcome. Thanks for the follow. Whee!
Nice.
I actually made that gift. That's my face on a rocket, and I had fun. Nobody should have ever been given me the chance to play with Snap Camera on my PC. Because I have way too much fun with this, like pretending to be
Oh,
DJ
that's hilarious.
Pineapple. I don't know if it's gonna work in here or not. Oh, there we
No,
go.
that's perfect.
Um, you know, random things. Now there's multiple of me. And this is like little things and tricks that can like make your stream a little bit, oh, the multiple of me is not working, sadness. Even fun. And this snap camera just goes on your camera and you can use it. I know there's some streamers that use it as a redeem and it swaps it. There's other streamers that use it as just rotating what their filter does. So there's so many different things that are easy that people can use that they just haven't realized yet. What's your
Yeah.
favorite tool that you've gotten to use um, while streaming that you really like so far? The best one.
Ooh, that's a tough question. The best tool that I like to use for my stream. Um, I would say my commands. You know, my commands that I use for the viewers to trigger and interact with the stream. That's probably my go-to. So I'm always constantly looking for new commands to use or for the viewers to use. So that's my go-to when I first think of interaction, with the chat. Um, as with my streams, we have different commands that do random stuff throughout the stream. You can throw confetti, virtual confetti. Um, what else? You have the little dancing characters on the stream that viewers can trigger. Um, let's see what else. We even have Cassie doing the vertical worm that you can trigger on the monitors.
Only mods can.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna have to change that.
Yeah, you should change it. I'll let you put it VIP and up, maybe. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe, maybe, maybe subscriber and up. I don't know. It depends on how nice the subscribers are to me.
Right. Right.
The hands up is one of my favorite because I don't know if you can show us. I want to ask everybody his hands up man that's over on his wall. Does that really look like a COVID mask to you guys?
I don't know if you can see it, but you know what? Hold
Oh
on here.
no, I think he's too far off. But
Yeah.
oh,
Let me let me jump back in using my other camera, my streaming camera. You can see the whole setup for everybody. I mean, we can do that. We can show them all the, just all the different stuff that you can interact with, and I kind of
that'd be great.
explain the reasoning for that. So let me jump back in, and then we can hang out with the chat for a little bit.
I will. Hey, everybody in chat, can you each describe one of your favorite commands from a stream that you visit often and what it does? Just a short snippet of and how it makes you happy, a command that makes you happy, that you enjoy using. Just one. Because there's so many out there. I think my favorites as of right now, and I hope nobody hates me for this, Vinyl pretty much has a lockdown on all my favorite commands. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I am Vinyl, which is Booter's other half. And I think my favorite one right now is his Wasted. When you type Wasted, or I don't know if it's still doing it because he just moved, but he's going to be setting it back up and then improving his stream even more. Um, when you type exclamation wasted in his chat, his whole screen does the warp goggles of like drunk goggles. And then it turns his voice, it does a voice modifier too that makes it sound like he's drunk and he's talking like this and he's drunk. Or whenever he yells out shot, it's shot time. His lights like auto shine on his little bar that's behind his DJ stand. Ooh, tatted, those are some good ones. Oh, Miss Yogurt. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? I love you. I love you. I love you. Real quick, I did want to say welcome and iced coffee and Miss Yogurt. And did I miss anybody else that joined in while I was chit chatting? Nope, I think I got everybody else that snuck in while I was talking. Love you, hun. Miss Yogurt's honey bun, her other half, is Yogurt Bazooka. If you haven't checked him out, you should go ahead and do so. I will drop his link here. He is part of the Seattle Sunday streams. And I think he's actually on today. Yogurt Bazooka. 2 to 3. Yeah. 2 to 3 Pacific Standard Time. He joins the SSS. So if you guys want to give him a follow, he will be up later. Oops, it tagged me, not Yogurt, but you can still find his name there as well. Let me see. A welcome back, Turbolicious. Yes, T-Bone, the shout out command. And speaking of that shout out command, how many of you as mods just set up the standard shout out command versus editing it? Because what I see when editing that shout out command, so it doesn't say what the last streamer has done, i.e., last seen streaming music or last seen playing a whatever, Call of Duty, or why am I spacing on all games right now for some odd reason? Last Life or whatever the game is or whatever the stream is. I tend to like to take that out myself so it doesn't state what their last stream is. For the fact of one, when you want to give a shout out to a mod that may necessarily not be a streamer, but you value their support and you can shout them out, it's not going to say streaming nothing. Because if people see that streaming nothing, they won't send the follow. You still need your mods to get those follows at the same time, because then they show up on people's lists going, hey, this person's watching this, if they have so many follows. But if they don't have a certain amount of friends and follows as a mod, then other people won't see where your mods are, right? Oh, I am Roger that. Welcome in, sweetheart. It's good to see you. Another amazing streamer. Please go ahead and give him a big old follow. He tends to do Rock Mondays with Tycho Bay, and then he does a lot of amazing streams. Kind of missing that the ducks in the bathtubs, man. And it looks like Booters is back, so let's go ahead and pull him back up, and now you can see what his stream would look like. And tell me that his hands up man doesn't tell me what that across his mouth. He says that it's a face mask. I don't believe him. I think it's something else.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you actually a lot better. At least I can.
There we go. But yeah, so this is my main stream the way my stream looks.
And for the maybe the questions, those greens, those pictures that you see behind him are what we were talking about earlier, where even though he has that his room, he still has some technology doing those green screens and the sound. And I had a question for you, Booters. With the sound bars that are going across your speakers, are those actually there? Were those green screens? And are they always going on your beat or what? How were those ones set up?
It's a lot simpler than that, actually. It's just it's kind of like your GIF videos. It's literally just a GIF I put right over the speaker.
Oh, nice.
So as you can see, like, yeah, it's not. It's literally just like a video I just put right there of a little waveform going. But even like the littlest thing like that, can really help your stream.
Yep. And that's just showing how easy, like, and simple things that can enhance it. Because the day you did that, it was a riot. Like in chat, we were all like, "Oh my goodness, did you get new speakers? Is that like part of the speakers?" And it makes people super curious. And then they're like, "Dude, check this out." And that "dude, check this out" is what makes people message. And it's not a mod messaging people. It's not the streamer messaging people. You're getting the viewers to message people.
Right. And like one thing that Cassie has been really good about is, she's always there to help, and we're kind of the same way. Even in her Discord or our Discord, we have a lot of stuff that if you're looking to add something to your stream that you've seen on our stream, we have no problem just dropping it in the Discord, and hey, you can use it too.
Yeah, you guys are again, the people that I'm bringing on here and the ones that I wanted to bring are those that are community builders, not the people that are like being selfish and just like hiding it going, no, because we all understand it's not really stealing these ideas, you guys. If you like an idea and you ask a streamer about it and they share it with you, don't just copy it. That's not why they're giving it to you and their tip and trick. It's so that you can turn it into something that matches you using that same concept. You don't want to take his exact GIF sound bars and put them on yours, but you can take that concept and go, oh shit, I can make my speakers have a sound on them through a GIF, and you can do your own. Oh, I could just have a little green screen added in. It doesn't have to be the whole room, Don't steal. It's just like in art when you're creating a picture or drawing. You can look at 15 different pictures and go, I like the nose of this. I like the hair of this. And you kind of take a look at all of them and put them together as a new artwork. Right, Booters?
Exactly. It's you definitely want to, if you do see somebody else's stream, like contact them and talk to them about it, because they might tell you how they did it, and then that might trigger you to think of a different way to use it. But just don't take their idea and do the exact same thing, but actually, I know with our community, Cassie, like we will actually help you, like, hey, this is how we did it, but what about doing this for yours? It's one thing that Cassie's really good at doing, and we're definitely always there to to do the same thing. And I think T-Bone said it. Even like the little shout out command has the biggest impact into incoming viewers. Like, you have no idea. I guess on the streamer side, when you give them a shout out, I guess one thing that I kind of just thought about earlier too is like, just going into other people's streams, it's like you're acknowledging them. Well, first of all, like when a mod shouts you out, for me, I take it as, I'm getting a shout out from a respected person from this stream. So that should mean a lot. It really does. And and the streamer should always, kind of watch to see who your mods are shouting out, and then also expand on that with another shout out. That's one thing that I feel like the mods and the streamers should always do.
Yeah. Those shout outs are very important. And I know we've had a few questions over the last few weeks. Maybe you have some thought on it. How do you like your shout outs done in your channel? Do you mind if there's multiple shout outs to the same streamer? Do you really like it if the mods work together and only get one, or spread out every once in a while throughout your stream? How do you as a streamer like those shout outs coming through?
For me personally, I don't mind. Anytime somebody comes into our channel, give them a shout out, because they're taking their time to come into our stream. So, whether, there's like 6 shout outs in a row, to me, I'm not going to mind, because it's beyond, just spamming the chat. It's about acknowledging those people who are taking time, because there's so many streamers on Twitch, but they're taking the time to come see what you're doing. So just the shout out for me is not a big deal. Just just give them a shout out.
And actually, Golden Artist, that's a good point. Real quick, it means everyone's excited to see them. The more people you have shouting out that one person, the more likely, the more popular that person is. And if you as the streamer haven't followed that person yet, you probably should, because that means that your fan base enjoys this person. All right. So it might be a new person to you and might go, why is this person being shouted out so much? Maybe I should check them out. Like that's a real big indicator for the streamers as well. So maybe keep an eye on that for, like, if you see multiple of your mods shouting out somebody that maybe you haven't sent a follow to, or if you don't remember if you have, really clicking that follow on that person, because that can expand your community, because at least a few of your people are there. And same as, it makes the streamer feel loved and respected with their efforts as well. And Cookie, I completely agree with there, because even though you haven't streamed, you have followers. Trust me, just before I pressed stream for the first time on here, because Booters, he's on that side of me, and Simil and all of the streamers that I mod for come going, oh, you should stream, you should stream, you should stream. And like I get shouted out occasionally in the SSS, or occasionally when I came into a stream, because they do the shout outs for everybody and not just streamers, because there are some streams that I'm a part of that do that. But I got my 500 follower just before I pressed stream live for the first time. So shout outs work.
I would say, Cassie, it's it's because you've been in so many people's stream, and just being there and being present and just showing your personality in so many people's streams. Like you built that you built that following without even streaming, if that makes sense. So and that's why I would say it's also important when you're not streaming to be active in other people's streams. Like really be active. Like even if it's for 5 minutes, be in their stream, say hi, comment on whatever they're doing within that 5 minutes. And that goes a long way. I'm building, I guess building a reputation of, hey, this person stopped in my stream. And like the more you do that, the more people become familiar with you. And I think that's what Cassie did, just because she's not only a big supporter of a lot of people, she's helped out a lot of people. And just finally for us to see her streaming, it's like, well, you're going to get what you gave out, So it's, yeah, I would say it's very important to also be in the people that follow you and are in your chat. Make sure you return that favor and, jump into their streams and just say hi, or, for however long you can.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that's the thing is, also when like I'm modding, when Stream Elements has gone down or Vinyl Bot for you has gone down, like I go that extra mile to see, hey, can I fix this while the streamer is going on my own? If not, tell the streamer, sorry, we're down. And instead of just letting that be, I have all of the commands for all the streamers that I mod for saved in a little folder. Their links on my browser tab, and I'll open up their commands list and I'll start copy and pasting those informational ones if their bot's down. Like Donna Boo saw me do that, and I kind of showed her how I did that on Skelly's because his bot's down right now because he was transitioning into his own personal named one, and he hasn't completed a couple steps. And instead of, going without shout outs to our friends and going without sending that love, I was manually on my phone last night typing shout out this person, https twitch.tv/da for every single one of those streamers, still letting them know, hey, we see you, but sorry, the bot's down. Like, as a mod, we can take it upon ourselves to find a solution and at least a temporary one. Like, don't just stop because something's not working. Complete the link for them.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think I see Silver Fox's comment saying they're having a hard time finding mods to be around. Silver Fox, I would say definitely take advantage of Cassie's Discord, because there's nothing but mods in that Discord, and just let them know that you're looking for a mod, and coordinate with whoever is available to be in your streams.
Mm-hmm.
So that's definitely a good tool to use. There's literally, I think like over 300 mods in there. So I'm pretty sure you'll find a couple that are going to be willing to be there to help you with your stream.
Yeah, there's the Discord link. If you aren't part of my Discord already, it is called Mods Come Together for a reason. It is a central place to ask questions. And even if there's questions you have for me that you'd like me to address on a stream, you can drop them there in case I don't catch them during this stream and we're moving on a different path for, say, that topic. And I will get to them all. And I promise you, we're going to be going through all of this stuff real quick. As we're here, I want to touch base just so you know, really on Wednesdays, we try and do interviews with streamers, getting their sides of things, the do's, the don'ts, the tips and tricks, and seeing what their journeys are like. Same with Sundays, and sometimes getting that aspect of different streaming platforms, and we'll have other guest speakers that'll come in from maybe YouTube or Instagram that do live on different platforms to see what the differences are, in case maybe you choose a different platform's better for you, because there has been that whole, should we sign the affiliate contract? Should we try and push for partner, or should we start on a different platform? But Thursdays are for like one-on-one mod talks with me, where I'll have different topics every week. This next week, just so you guys know, it's going to be getting really broken down into that mod screen and how we use and what the most important commands are going to be, where I'll also break down what those important commands are from Stream Elements, Streamlabs, and Nightbot, and how we'd write the difference of them. And we'll start getting into that Oh, have a good one,
Tatted, have a good day.
Scorpio. We love you. Have a good day. Thank you, thank you,
We're
thank
glad
you.
you're doing okay.
We love you, Tatted, and thank you very much for stopping in. And yes, Andrew Fetch, mods can't just stop at a basic. Like, mods really should, especially your techie. Last Thursday went over kind of the 3 style of mods you have. That go-to person, your techie mod, should be really bringing your other mods together to try and get over those issues. That techie should really help figure out a temporary solution until we can solve the problem post-stream and spread that word to the other mods of how they can then take that step. Also,
Yes.
again, before she heads out, please give Tatted Scorpio, Scorpio,
Shout
not
out to
Scorpia,
Tatted.
a
Also a
follow
mod in
if
my
you haven't
channel.
already. She is also a mod in Booter's channel and a streamer herself. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful person. Please send all of the crazy love that way.
Yep. And actually, Cassie, before I forget, you were just talking about more like the techie aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely would like to say and give, this word of advice to, all the streamers out there that use OBS. That something that I found out really, really helps is anytime that stream or OBS updates, read the update and patch notes. Like, I only recently started doing that, and oh my god,
Makes a difference, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
And not just skim, right? Actually pay attention to what each one of them are and how to fix whatever little problems are.
Yes. So streamers definitely pay attention to the update notes, because you don't want to run into that issue where you're 10 minutes before stream and something happens because they updated OBS or stream, and now you gotta like quickly try to solve it. So I would definitely say be mindful to watch and see every time they update it, to actually read the notes for that.
Oh yeah, those notes. Same with Discord. Like, if you use Discord a lot, every time they have those updates, really read it, because Discord's a very big thing that can bring the community together. Like, I know Booters, you just started recently using that virtual audience aspect of the Discord. How has that changed your streaming, and or do you think anything with that? Has it given you a little bit more personal interaction with your viewers, or do you say it's a pro, con? What do you say about that?
With the virtual audience, it's a big pro, big pro, because it not only does it kind of like takes that whole interaction aspect and like amplifies it by like 1,000, because not only are people excited to come into your stream, but when you have that virtual audience, they're actually participating in the stream, not just the chat. They're in the actual stream. So for anybody that uses the virtual audience, it adds that extra level of incorporating the viewers, because you can just switch to the Discord virtual audience, and bam, you can show in the stream who's watching, or who's there. And that's even like a better way of shouting out a person, because boom, there they are right there. Say hi to them. It kind of creates that almost face-to-face interaction without it really being face-to-face. And on the back end, people in the virtual audience are actually talking to each other and getting to know each other. And with Twitch becoming a big thing, there's been so many connections and so many people making new friends that you could meet your new best friend from something like that, or from Twitch. So there's so many pros to that, you know.
Yeah, it is, and I've seen it in a lot of places start being used. Other places use Zoom. Um, both have their pros and cons. Like I think Zoom has a better video quality, but I know Discord is easier to connect to my knowledge out of the two. And I know Vinyl has been trying a third version, which I don't remember what the program was called. Do you, Booters? That one that he used?
When was this?
Oh, just before he moved, he did it like one of his last streams. It was a third party program that he used where we could just join in, and it was easier to get like the audio too, where he could actually talk with us.
I think it might have been OBS Ninja, I believe.
Okay. That might have been it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's like so many different things that you can do to try and incorporate your and give more of that live aspect, you know? People are missing that interaction, which is what's great about Twitch is people do miss the interaction face on face. So now we're not just giving them a place for chat, but those people to feel comfortable, not forcing them to turn on a camera if they're not comfortable yet, but letting them get comfortable with you as a person, slowly coming in, joining, and then eventually maybe turning their voice on and eventually turning their camera on, like making them feel welcome and having someone there to welcome them.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, ooh, you're back with your coffee. That means that we have moved on to our next spot on the Seattle Sunday streams. I'm going to show you real quick after I refresh my raid. And real quick, if you guys are following along with the music that I'm listening to in the background, this is where we currently are on the SSS. That the Hunt music just got done and rated onto our next person. And I will show you where we are real quick. He is amazing. He occasionally has that virtual audience on the side. And also uses his Discord very well when it comes to it. He's a fabulous, fabulous person. If you haven't met him yet, Spin Spin Super is his name. And I'm not going to do that, but I will do this. If you guys want to listen to what I'm listening to, this is where we are on the Seattle Sunday stream at this moment. And again, you can find it on that link tree that I dropped in. You don't have anything playing in the background, Andrew? Well, hop on. You can listen to the Seattle Sunday stream. Yes, the Cutie Crew is the best. He has an amazing community and he has really built it up. If you like another good place to see different ways of streaming there as well. So send him a follow. Join us on the SSS. That's where we are right now if you want some music while you're listening to us chit chat. Hashtag Cutie Crew. So, Booters, real quick, what was one of your like highlights from this last year during COVID and the lockdown from your stream? What's one of your top 2 favorite moments?
Top 2.
And how your maybe community or your mods had made you feel during that time?
I would definitely say the first one would probably be New Year's Eve. I'm not gonna forget that one because that was insane. We ended up doing an 18-hour stream for New Year's Eve. My legs almost gave out. It was a long stream and people were there having so much fun throughout the whole thing. I will definitely not forget that one. My second favorite would be I would say the Tutu stream. I'm not sure if you remember that one.
Oh, of course I do.
Yeah. So I don't know if I have it with me, but I don't know what the deal was or what happened in the chat, but apparently I had to wear a tutu for the stream, and I was thinking to myself, what I get myself into, and but it was fun. It was so much fun because we have just crazy moments like that. Like, how does that happen?
Right. Which one was it that you're talking about, though? The first time or the second? Because you have worn the tutu twice.
Oh, I have.
Yep. Because the
Oh,
second time we
Jesus.
had you put it on is because somebody came in and they're like, fine, if I do this, and you're like, if you hit a level 5 hype train, fine, I'll put it on. And one of my friends and me decided to come in and we were on a Discord call in the background, and I'm like, yo, tutu time. And they're like, what? And I'm like, let's go. And so we pushed it to a level 5 like instantly, and he had to put it on. And then the
Yeah.
first time, though, was when you just brought it out. And I think it was for a special event. You had hit a certain thing during a stream. And you said,
Oh,
if you did this next stream, I'll put on the tutu. And we ended up accomplishing it.
oh yeah. Anytime the tutu comes out, it's like I dread doing it, but it's like, you know what? That's the type of person I am. Whatever, we'll do it.
Right, like the stream that you ended up going 18 hours for, because the chat kept on subbing just to make sure that you went longer than my shift so that I could have music my whole shift.
Yeah.
And then jumping in the
we
snow to get rid of the last 3 hours.
Something like it was insane. But it's like, as a streamer, like, be open to the chat and the viewers kind of dictating where your stream goes. Don't just be that DJ or streamer that just does their own thing and is not open to ideas from the chat. So definitely be be open-minded, to what the chat is saying, or what would make them have a good time.
They kind of want to see the tutu, at least Big Time Turtle does. I don't think we'll be able to get him into the tutu today. Come to a stream and maybe it'll show up again. It's got to make another appearance. Come on now. Oh, are you having mic issues again?
No.
No, not at all.
Which reminds me, I think I gotta fix the command. So anytime my mic doesn't work, we use this now.
Or the error. Both of them are good. Real quick, I do have to say hi. We have a new follower, Moogie Moo. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow, sweetheart. We're just chatting with It's DJ Booters, one of our lovely Twitch streamers that I mod for. And if you haven't checked him out, I will shout him out again real quick. If you're just joining us and you want to know who this is, there's the link. He's part of OpenDex. Have I made that yet? Let's see. Nope, I still got to make that one. I made them a link tree and they don't even know it. I tend to drop these like flies everywhere. But OpenDex is what they call themselves. I Am Vinyl and DJ Booters, a lot of those streamers that came from being musicians prior to COVID, but also community builders, and they work a lot with the gamers. Do you want to talk a little bit about how you and Vinyl have really breached that, bringing Twitch gaming and music together, Booters? Because that is a step that I think we have to take going forward.
Yeah. Yep. Well, even like before, we really started streaming super heavy, you know, because Vinyl was on Twitch prior to the pandemic, and I was a guest every Sunday on his stream. We saw that the Twitch prior to the whole DJ movement coming over, and before then, it was strictly gamer oriented. And I remember talking to Vinyl about this, and we were kind of just thinking, hey, we're coming into this as DJs, which is not the norm back then.
Yeah. Oh, your mic went out. Where? There we go. Oh. We love you, Booters.
What was the last thing I said that you heard?
You and Vinyl really realized that it was a platform for gamers.
I gotta change my batteries.
Uh-oh, battery fail. Do
Right.
I need to make one of those commands for when Booter joins us, guys? Type yes in chat or one.
Let me pop in some batteries.
So while we're waiting for him to get batteries, what have you guys in chat done to help create a bridge from Twitch, from one side of streamers to the other, and or from Twitch to other platforms? What's something that you found a nice to do that?
There we go. Is that better? Yep, we got a green light. We're good.
Ukron, I've learned something. No wireless equipment on stream.
Yes. Technical stuff like that happens, but you learn from it. But I was saying, prior to the whole DJ movement, we kind of seen that it was a gamer oriented platform, and so we would make sure we incorporated that, so we would in our mixes, we play different songs from different games, so it's like that was the very first thing that I try to do, to kind of like bridge that gap, and then eventually we're to the point where we're working with and we're always welcome to work with new gamers, where we'll stream our regular DJ streams and then raid into gamers, kind of bridge that, those two communities together, because normally you just see DJs rating DJs, gamers rating gamers. I haven't seen that many gamers rating DJs, or DJs rating gamers. So we're trying to start that,
Yep. Just like Ukron said, that's something that you guys use a lot. Like Sacred Angel, she'll put Vinyl stream up in the corner of her stream and be able to have her chat request songs. And so they get to listen to the music that they want to while watching her stream. They can double tab it, or they can just watch hers.
Yeah, Ukron, yeah, definitely. That's another powerful tool to bridge that gap, where there's DJs playing, there's a gamer who needs music, pop the DJ in the background of that gamer's stream, bam, and then you're not only having that conversion, but you're having that interaction between the two streams, and it works out perfectly. So yeah.
Yep. I think the first time I saw the bridge happen was when I was seeing the dancers start, like the fan dancers and hula hoopers were dancing and connecting with musicians, and they dance and the musicians would put them on their stream from like Discord or Zoom and things like that. And then I'm like, oh my goodness. And then I saw Vinyl doing this with Sacred, and I'm like, oh my goodness, that's perfect. Because gamers are always looking for music. The only hard part is that whole DMCA. But if they're not going to keep their VODs up and they're saving their VODs on a third party, or recording it, then it doesn't matter. They can then implement it to other places. Or if it's a streamer that, you know, it's fine because they have the song title or they have those appropriate things needed. Is always a big thing to keep in mind. But I've seen gamers come into streams going, hey, I'm game streaming, can I use your music and promote you? And when a gamer comes in, don't side shoot that. That's a nice way to expand your community. Side message them, say, hey, not at this time, let me check out your stream maybe next, or yes, or let them know you're at least thinking about it, because those are really good connections to make. Because gamers have been on this platform a lot longer than the music. Not all of the gamers.
Yeah. And like I said, with that being, you know, straight, you know, predominantly for the gamers, so, you know, they have the bigger communities, you know, so they have like the longest lasting communities compared to, you know, our community, you know.
Mm-hmm. Some good points here. Oh, hi, Kever K. Welcome in. Welcome in. I didn't see you sneak in.
Kev, what's going on?
Hello. And yeah, the bridge between musicians and gamers is not that far. They're both very unique people that most gamers and musicians keep their feelings on their sleeves. It's a great thing about them both, and they're very, very easy to work with, and creative in their own way. And it is something that we really, really got to start working on with everybody. Popsy, there we go. That's how he says hi to everybody.
Confetti,
that's actually a good tip. Do you want to talk about how that came about?
So yeah, anytime, like I said, to add that level or extra level of interaction and just welcoming new people into the stream, like I said, you know, giving a you know, a shout out works. But for me, you know, I wanted to do something a little bit extra. So anytime somebody comes into the stream, you know, we throw confetti for them. So we have this cool little command that triggers confetti for every new person that comes in. So and you know, that comes with a shout out as well. So it's something that adds a little extra noticeable thing to a shout out.
Right. So those regular viewers that are coming in feel that little extra surprise, right? So even if they might not be getting a full shout out with the command because they're a new viewer, they're still being shown the same appreciation at every single individual that joins, whether you're new or you've been coming for a year. It's the same.
Correct. Yeah.
So that is one thing that I love about your stream is you are very, very welcoming to everybody. Even if I don't get a chance to say hi, like for you, like you are so on top of it to say hi to the people, and I only have to catch those couple that you haven't said hi to here and there, but you always end up getting to it, and you always get that pop, whether it's just before I say hi or just after, because you got a mix going on. You're really good at it, saying hello to every new person that joins. And that's something that I wish a lot more streamers and mods would do and work together in unison.
Yeah. And as Kavriki says, you know, it's hard to bring those two communities together, but it's not impossible. But the more people we have doing it, the more successful and easier it's going to become. So yeah, definitely. That's something that every DJ or gamer should, I would say try to incorporate into their streams more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because all gamers are looking for music. Who really plays video games without any music? Who really does yoga without
It,
any
it,
music?
exactly. I think that's probably one of the first signs of knowing that you're crazy.
Maybe.
You got to have music. For
You
me
got to.
personally, I can't do anything without music. Even when I'm at work, I have a little wireless headpiece in, and so I'm
Mhm.
always constantly listening to music.
Yeah, and Ukron, that's something that like Booters is other his partner Vinyl has actually done. Is his bot that he's made that I hope that I can have him come on sometime soon and really talk to you guys about his bot and what he's done because he doesn't use Stream Elements bot. He has pretty much made his own, right? It's his own base bear. He got the rights to it and
Yep,
started it, right?
yep. Ukron, yeah, we'll definitely you can jump in our OpenDex Discord and we can give you and tell you how that bot works. But yeah, we have Vinyl bot which can let you communicate between the two streams. So if you're gaming and you can use a command to throw a song request and it'll come in on my end and then hey, I'll play it. So we do have that bot does have that capability. So and I would definitely recommend checking it out. Um, if that is something that you're frequently doing, I think it would help you out. And you use it not solely for requests, but sending messages too. It works that way as well.
Yeah, it does. Like we send messages from Vinyl's stream over to Sacred Angel's stream. And then Sacred Angel or Tiki Gone Wild will send song requests from their chat to Vinyl's chat. And Sacred's been able to do this now with more and more streams like DJ Liquid Todd and this, that, and the other, because she's a very big supporter of a lot of music, even though she's a gamer. So it's really nice to see a lot of our community members trying to find different ways to breach different bridges, whether it's connecting with gamers or getting our streams out there to Instagram, to Twitter, and all of these. Like Booters recently is finally getting out there to his Instagram because for the longest time, which I'd like you to maybe make a point on why you've finally chosen the difference and why you did before versus now, where you previously didn't really want to post on Instagram because you wanted to keep your live fans separate from your online fans, but now you're actually posting about it. You want to give a little bit of a where the tides turned on that?
So reasoning for that was originally, I wanted to keep, the two audiences together because Twitch was more of like, hey, I'm going to do whatever I want on Twitch. This is my safe space. I get to play whatever I want, in the comfort of my own home. I get to be myself on Twitch. Versus prior to Twitch, you were promoting on Instagram, Facebook, and the way you promote on Twitch and Facebook and Instagram, at the beginning wasn't the same because you had to uphold this image of where, like straight professional DJ, you had to have, that stylish, like, oh, this DJ, I want to go see that DJ. It was more like a promoting you would do for like a club promoting. So, before you were promoting like you would for a club or an event.
Mm-hmm.
But on Twitch, that's not the case because on Twitch, you're doing all this extra stuff that you like to do that not necessarily fits that proper form of promoting that you would do in the past.
Yeah.
You know, so that was the reasoning between that. But now it's like, now that, you know, you get to that point in this, you know, in your stream that you're starting to see, you know, more numbers. And for me, it's like I could see myself DJing on Twitch, you know, going forward. So reasoning for switching over promotions from Twitch to the other social medias is because I want to slowly pull that audience over to Twitch. And because Twitch is really, it's gotten super big in the DJ community. That's where everybody's migrating to. So we're slowly starting to pull everybody from the other social medias to that. And so that's another reason. But my main reasoning was, if I want to do Twitch in the future, and then I got to start, you know, pulling people over, because I love Twitch way too much. Just, you know, the community, the range of music I get to play is endless. Versus, you know, if I'm promoting for a club where I'm only allowed to play top 40 or hip hop, you have to promote in that format, you know. But yeah, I would say main reasoning is because I want to continue to DJ on Twitch going forward. So that we're slowly making the migration.
Do you think that it maybe have hindered any of your progression from this far, not going to Instagram and telling your regular fan base during the time of lockdown versus waiting now that lockdown's over? Or do you think it's an okay thing where it's gonna easily migrate over?
I mean, honestly, I think the way I did it, I'm happy with, because I first, you know, kept it on the Twitch side and built that community, and established, you know, those connections and friends on Twitch, to where there is a community now. So by pulling, you know, audiences from other platforms, when they do migrate over, you know, they're jumping into this already, you know, already built community. So it's gonna work out perfectly, because whether, you know, new people come in, they're kind of forced to see what kind of community we are. Versus, you know, if I would have done it prior, you know, it would have been people that, I guess, not necessarily understood the culture of Twitch. They would have been more hesitant to stay, you know. But it's kind of like using peer pressure in a way, because the community is so big and so supportive. You have no choice but to be supportive, you know. And that's one great thing that, you know, our community has really done well with.
Real quick, I do want to say real quick, haha, because I get to use it, and I get to try and say your name. Seeds of Life, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. And da 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 da. Welcome in, welcome in.
It's funny because,
And
like,
yes, I
you know
wanted
how
to.
hard it is to read names when you're streaming. You have you gotten that, Cassie?
Yeah. There's some. I've already messed up a couple. You're not a streamer until you've messed up a few names. Real quick, Seeds of Life, welcome to the life of Twitch. I'm glad that your friend recommended you to come onto Twitch and that you found us. We actually go over what the life on Twitch is like, what mods do, tips and tricks of streaming, and or how to mod on this side. I have just recently started streaming myself because I mod for about 76 different streamers, and I couldn't keep up with the messages trying to help out anybody anymore. So I thought I'd find a central place, and all of my streamers kept pushing me to stream. I didn't feel like I had anything to give, and the community has shown me apparently I had a lot more to give than I thought. So we now have these where on Wednesday, Thursday, and on Sunday, we get together and chit chat about tips, tricks, and how to's, the do's and don'ts of Twitch. We did, if you want, you can always go back and watch any of my videos. You're not that far behind. We did start with Twitch Etiquette 101 2 Thursdays ago. We talked about some basic 101s of Twitch this last Thursday. And we do have, of course, interviews like we're going on right now with It's DJ Booters. I will drop his link in chat. One of the people that gave me one of my first swords. We're just going over a few things. So feel free to ask any questions that you've got for us while we're here today. And
Yes.
if you are looking for some music in the background, guys, again, sorry to sound if I'm on repeat for those that have been here all day. If my computer doesn't freeze on me, it's getting mad at me. Oh, what just happened? Are you guys still there?
We're still here.
Okay, my screen just completely glitched. All right. It like black screened me for a second. Sorry about that, guys. Here is the music link that I am listening to in the back end, part of the Seattle Sunday stream that's going on every Sunday. The Hunt music, which is somewhere in the back lurking, started it off. There's the link to see what the schedule is following today. We are on Spin Spin Super.
Also, there goes confetti for Seeds of Life. I forgot.
Oh, thanks for the confetti. He's under Chilling with SK on that schedule there. He'll be going until for another hour before he raids into the next person. So we are listening to him right now. I can show you what we're looking at and another, of course, view on another stream, what it looks like and the differences. So like for Spin Spin, he uses a lot of that green screen effect. Oh, he just disappeared right as I showed him. He uses a lot of that green screen effect, but he has a lot of things to do in chat, things that happen. You can tell him to speed up the BPM or slower on specific dates of the week. He, I think, does that on Moist Mondays, or at the SK Chilling with SK at the end of the night of this Seattle Sunday stream. So yeah, on Monday mornings, where you can use your redemption points down here. He'll turn it on and you can speed up the BPM or slow it down. That's always a fun one. Yeah. So if you guys want to join us, that's where we are right now. I'm not showing the sound or letting you guys hear the sound through mine because I don't want to have to deal with the DMCA and I want to be able to keep my videos up for you guys to come back anytime and watch them for any information.
Actually, just a quick comment on his stream and a good tip that I would like to share is it's important to for me it's like when you get on Twitch and you're looking for people to view or watch, I guess before you even click on it, Cassie, in your opinion, what do you look for? What stands out to you?
When I'm looking at a new stream?
Or when you're scrolling through streams before you even click on anybody?
Scrolling through streams. I start from the bottom of my list and work up. So for the people that say I've put a follow on, I always go to the bottom of my list first. I look for those people that if I'm not set to mod somewhere, okay, if I'm not scheduled to mod and I'm just opening up Twitch to search and find who's on, say none of my streamers told me they were going to stream or any of that, okay, because I have a list of things that I have to go through myself because of how many streamers I mod. But on my free time, I'll go to the bottom of the list and I'll look who I haven't gone to for a while. I'll base it on my mood, what style of genre of music that I want. And I'll look for the lower viewer people to give them that boost up on that and get them that host and send that love. You know, I like the bottom of the barrel like viewers because it's not because they're the bottom, it's just they maybe haven't reached far enough on somebody's list to be seen. You know?
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And I guess with that in mind, as a streamer, for those of you guys that stream, one piece of advice I usually like to give out is when to increase the probability of somebody clicking on your stream. Not many people think about this, but it really comes to like the color scheme of your Twitch channel. Like with SK, when you flip through it, you just see a big orange block. You're like, whoa, what is that? And you automatically stop. And right there, you click on it to see what that's all about. You might not like it. You might love it, but you clicked into his channel. So that's one thing I would be mindful of. Most of like the streams that are usually have like darker scheme colors, you know, kind of tend to, especially if you're using like the dark mode, kind of mesh in with you know with the website, and so the odds of people clicking on it go down. But what I've seen for me when I'm scrolling, I look for colors that pop out. I'm like, oh, let's see what that's all about. So
that visual appearance.
Yeah, that's something to also consider if you're a streamer.
That's some good advice. Yeah, because really that eye catcher, you need something that's visually appeasing, and no matter how much we want to admit it, those bright colors are more catching with music, unless it's someone, of course, that's looking for that dark, which there are different, but you've got to look at the style of people that you're attracting, I'd say. Right, if you're trying to attract those people that go for your music that's happy and go get it, you can't have a black and dark dungeon. You need to have someone or a background that's purple like Booters, something that's eye-catching and happy that makes you smile going, oh, look at that. Oh, look at those colors on the back. Oh, it's pink. It's my favorite color. That makes me happy. You want to give those happy tones. Now, if you're looking for that dark, dungeonous, progressive, deep house, or like those style of things that are more get you in that lull of night, then yeah, that darker appearance and everything like that.
Yes, exactly. So,
and yes, Seeds of Life, that is completely correct. Moderators are the ones that you see with the green little badge next to them. It'll have a white sword in it. They're mods or moderators is the full word. And we do help everybody.
Yeah, Seeds of Life said it right. Color theory is super important for advertising your product.
Yep. And just like as we've explained, kind of mods in the Twitch world are almost, I've said this on another streamer, almost like your agents as well. They're not just moderators of chat. They're also an extension of you who can help get your name out there and find raid trains for you to be a part of if you're doing music, or game communities that you can be a part of for their community night groups and stuff like that, where they all game together, reaching out and getting those different, values of Twitch, not just, your own stream.
Oh yeah. Yep.
And there you go. Andrew said it there. I like that one. I'm going to highlight that real quick. Comment. If streamers are the bosses and CEOs, mods are the managers.
Exactly. Exactly. they make the stream go along smoothly. Like, I'm not sure if you mods realize that, but you make it so easy for the streamers for the whole stream to just move along smoothly.
Oh yeah, we do try our best. You know, we help where we can, even if other people get mad at me for pinging them the moment the bot's down. Vinyl, if you're listening anywhere out there, yes, I'm talking to
Right,
you.
call him
Sorry,
Vinyl.
sorry.
Oh, and actually, Cassie, you know something I actually learned maybe a week ago, maybe yeah, last week or a couple days ago, that actually might help people out too. Is I had no idea, but it's actually super important to be mindful of like what tags you're using. I've never thought about that until a couple of days ago. I'm like, wow, yeah, I gotta change that.
Yes, and also another thing is like on your about page, mine doesn't have very much. It just kind of has English. I've got to do better. But like on the streams, when you're tagging your name or your style of stream, don't just say music. There's so many tags out there, trance, EDM, this, whatever it is, like all of them. The more you can tag, the more your name's going to show up in these different lists and things people are searching for. Like when I first came onto Twitch, I went onto my phone, went search trance. I didn't say search music. I said search trance. So only those that have trance in it are going to show up.
Yeah, that will definitely increase the amount of traffic in your stream. I actually learned this from Ahmad in your Discord channel. So I was like, holy crap.
Yep, those
Yeah.
things they can be very 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 important. Tags are important when you stream, even if you have say auto post to Discord on, or now that you can with Twitter, and they're working on Facebook incorporation where it can auto post. Careful with those auto posts. People really hate auto posting. If you're going to do it, make it very unique, but also get a good hashtag in there that's going to hashtag out to the Twitch community of streamers or this, that, and the other. That's something that's been very successful with me when adding hashtags in my posts to support the streamers when I do, because I make unique posts. I don't just post, hey, this person's live. I give them a snip, a little funny moment of that stream, and take that and post it. And so that's something that I'd really, really entice a lot of people to do when they're using social media to promote these streams. I think your mic's dead again, or you didn't switch it on. I see your mouth moving.
I forgot to turn it on.
I made a command for you.
There you go.
Real quick, while you're turning that on and learning how the switch works, when it comes to streaming music, does it always need to be original content, or can you stream a set that you enjoy? Would you like to answer that, Booters? Again, I know we kind of touched based on the beginning, but that's all right.
Let me make sure my mic is on. Okay, we're good.
Check, good.
So when it comes to music, you can stream. It doesn't have to be original content. Especially with DJs, you can stream whatever you want, whatever music you want. The only thing is you can't repost it on your Twitch channel, because when you do that, you're more than likely going to get hit with DMCA, and your Twitch channel could be taken down. So if you're going to be streaming music, just be mindful that you're not allowed to repost it. But the good thing with Twitch is, you can live stream it. I mean, it could be original content. To be safe, 100% safe, you could just stream original music. You'll be safer that way. But if you're gonna stream other people's music, then you definitely can't repost it via your VODs, or I think you can get away with it with clips. No, I'm not sure. Cassie, can you get away with clips?
Okay, so first, welcome in, Wendy Bug.
Wendy
Hope
Bug,
you're
let's go.
good. You get one of these. Ayo, ayo. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Second off, back to the question. Sorry. So the last update for the DMCA, turn your VODs off, is the best suggestion from Twitch. To be honest, 100%, they have recommended every single music person to turn them off. Because if you do not have your videos on, they will not mark you with the DMCA because they can't review the video once you end. My
Exactly.
suggestion, if you want to get those clips to save them, I can drop in a tool that I use that will be very useful for you guys real quick. I'll give it to you guys this time. This link right here. All right, you guys can have it on your PC browsers. It is an automatic clip downloader. The moment you drop that clip link in it, boom, it is now a video on your computer. The clip can be deleted.
Wow. I didn't
So
even know about
the
that.
moment that I take a clip on a computer, here's a nifty Cassie trick. And how I get around that video is if a streamer has it where it deletes the VOD or the video playback, the moment the stream ends, it erases the whole thing. It doesn't keep any of it. It deletes all clips and everything's gone from the archive, okay? You don't want to keep any of that in your archive. Delete any clips that people did make. Do all of it the moment your stream ends, okay? But during stream, have one of your mods using this to take clips and downloading them, okay, instantly. They get saved that way, so you don't need your video anymore to save the clips.
Kev, I don't think it. I don't know, Cassie. When you turn them off, does it take down your previous VODs too? I don't think so. I think it's
no,
just
you have to manually delete those.
Yeah.
So you do have to go back and delete any videos that have been done prior. And that is something that, due to all of this, is something that I caution all of you guys very, very, very tremendously about. I hate it because, booters, you know how much I love my clips. That's why I kind of say, like, make it where it deletes your video the moment your stream ends. And only allow clips, because it lets you set the settings to only allow clips for subscribers or VIPs or moderators. Actually set it to your moderators. So your moderator can take that clip, download it immediately, and that way the moment the stream ends, boom. But you still have something to create content with later. Whether it's a YouTube video with your own track, but showing a bunch of Twitch moments to get the name of Twitch onto YouTube, you know, or little things like this that you can do.
And one cool thing that Vinyl has done, and I probably need to start doing too, and everybody should probably be doing, is there is a way to, I think it's in the OBS mixer setting, where when you go live, you feed to audio into the stream. So he has it set up to where when he saves his VODs, it saves it with just, you know, original music.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the audio still comes through, so he can post those VODs, but the actual music isn't on there. So his mix isn't on there, but he has like a looped instrumental or whatever. So he's able to keep the VODs up there, which direct, you know, the viewer to a separate website where he keeps the mix. So that's kind of another way to get around that Twitch DMCA issue. And so let's say, if you're a DJ and you stream and record your mixes and upload them to, Mixcloud or SoundCloud, you can do that and post your VODs, and within your VODs, you can tell people to, hey, go to this website where the actual mix is. So
Yep.
I thought that was pretty cool. And I think Kev, if you just have, a couple, previous VODs, you should be fine. It's more like if you have a crap load of VODs, then you're gonna be more than likely get an email from Twitch.
Yep, they will. They will. And just like you really need to before you start streaming, really go through all of the rules and the TOS of Twitch because they are very particular with specific things. So before you start streaming, I'd really, really go through their TOS, terms of service, and what they recommend for specific things because this is how they're getting around it until we can find a better solution.
Yep. Trust me, I've gotten that email and scared the crap out of me. Hence why I don't do VODs anymore.
Yes, indeed. And yes, Seeds of Life, everybody, as I said in this chat, send them all a follow. They can take you around Twitch, all of us together, and teach you a few things since you're new on here. And you can find gamers, music, yoga, cooking galore through everybody in this chat right now. Okay. We all are very
Exactly.
big parts of this community, and the people that are joining here love promoting the community and helping everyone. Most of them are mods and streamers, actually, or just mods. I don't think anybody in here just streams. I think everybody that I've seen, other than maybe a few of the new faces that followed today, but majority of the people that are chatting, they're either just mods or they stream and mod.
Yeah.
So we're here to help everybody learn a few tips and tricks. Okay.
Right.
Feel free to stop in any time that you see us live or any of their streams. Like Vinyl that we keep talking about. He's very big on helping everybody. And I know he helped me learn a lot about commands in the first place and booters.
Yeah. And don't just wait, to come in and learn stuff in the streams and live streams like Cassie streams. Like, join, get in the Discord because like that's 24/7 access to advice and help. Whatever.
Mhm.
There's always somebody in the Discord that can help you. 24/7. So you don't have to wait until the next time Cassie streams to get help or learn something new. There's the Discord, and I think our Discord too has streamer tools. We have different tools that streamers could use in there. Actually, I can't remember who it was, but somebody was asking me to upload this confetti in there. So now that I remember, I got to do that. Cassie, if you can remind me. So anybody that wants that'll be in there as well.
Let me give 1 second. You can keep talking for a moment. I've got to give him the link.
Gotcha.
Here is the link. Real quick, there was a question that I
Donna,
wanted to get back
they
to.
really are amazing.
There was a question that maybe you can start answering while I get this link. What do you look for? Ooh, it was from Kev. So what do you look for when you raid someone if you're not in a train, of course?
For me, I always try to raid somebody that has the same vibe. Vibe genre, I guess, that we're doing. Because for me, my streams are broken into genres, so we do EDM Monday and Throwback Thursday. So, on Throwback Thursday, I would say 80% of the time I'm not gonna raid into somebody who's playing something other than Throwback because, my streams go on for maybe 4 or 5 hours, and I try to set that vibe. And so my thinking is when I raid out, I want that vibe that we've established, you know, to continue. And that um comes into play because, within, that stream with Throwback Thursdays, we're talking about throwbacks, different things that we used to do from like the 80s or the 90s. And so we created that conversation, and which ties into the music, and it creates this whole vibe. And when I rate out, I want to make sure that continues. So it's kind of like I don't want to change the subject, so I want to keep it consistent. So that's something that I do. If I'm doing throwbacks, I want to rate into somebody who's doing throwbacks. If I'm doing EDM, we'll rate into somebody who's doing EDM, to kind of keep it consistent. To keep the people that came in with the raid train, to stay. If we're doing EDM and then I rate into somebody who's playing, I don't know, country, I guarantee they're not gonna stay if they don't like country. So if they stay there for the whole entire EDM set, then I can end my stream knowing that, hey, they're gonna continue to support the next streamer because that's the type of music that they like. So that's my rationale when it comes to rating out.
Yeah. And again, getting that variety, not rating the same person every Thursday.
Yes, that
Getting a
too.
mix. Even if you're in a raid train that you do weekly, switch up the rotation. Don't have the same person start it and the same person end it. Mix up who goes when. That's one thing that I love about the Seattle Sunday stream. Yes, their first two people and their last few are the same, but in the center, they bounce it around. Everybody has a different time zone or time schedule that they take on it, so that they can catch people at the different time zones, and everybody in each time zone can get a taste of each one of the members of the community. Same with the Rave Not Riot. I just dropped my socials. You can find a couple of the teams that I work with, like the Seattle Sunday stream that we're following as Music Today. You've got the Wednesday Therapy raid train that happens every Wednesday. Rave Not Riot has their raid trains Tuesday and Thursday. Wednesday Therapy might be adding a Friday. Moist Music Collective, they tend to do their Tuesday trance takeovers. So there's so many different, and these are just a couple of the communities that I work with. That's not even all of them. So in my socials, you can find all of these. I also dropped real quick for you guys again, in case you've missed it the last few streams, the basic Twitch edit kit link. That's a good place to start, especially if you're a new streamer. Take a look at that, of how to interact. Those basic do's and don'ts to start with. And if you have any further questions, you can reach out to anybody here, including myself. We're always willing to answer questions so that you take the right track, because the first look that people give you, they judge everything based on that, just like in real life. Right, Booters?
Exactly.
Oh, always
Cats is
good
here.
to see you. I love you, sweetheart.
That's a good friend of the show right there.
So many shows. Like Always Cats is always around.
She's always
I'm such a
around.
loving person. Love it every time you show
That's
up.
one of those person that's kind of like you, Cassie, where like her name is just always there. She's built a reputation for herself from just hanging around. You've gotten to know her because she's always there supporting.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That is completely true.
She'll be the next person we push to start streaming.
Right? Always cats, you ready? Wait, right? Right? I want to hear yes. They made me, and I swore to God and everybody that I was never going to stream. I'm not one of those mods, and I'm not just using everybody to learn stuff. No, that's why my stream's about giving back to the streamers still. And all the new ones. So,
She said, "No way."
not for me. It's for you guys. Give you all the knowledge that I've learned. I saw a couple comments from Yukon that I wanted to touch base on. It counts in your progression to partner anyways. Bad things to raid the same people. But it will rate a different genre and tell my users, because on the people you have, you may have those who will still love the more EDM music and will stay there. But I advise my followers before. Yes.
True.
Sometimes when I see the people in chat, like when I see Golden Artist and Always Cat and Losing It and all of these different people, when I see a specific group of chat that I know that I've seen in a different genre's channel, I know I can kind of widen that spectrum just a little bit, right? Because you do know some of your audience maybe do go for that harder stuff at a certain time of night or at a certain time of day for them, because we're people in all different time zones. And I don't know if you guys realize that a lot of people choose music based on the time of day. Like in the morning, sometimes they like something to start slowly revving them up. The BPMs will start slowly going up and get motivated. But at night, they kind of want, depending on if it's a weekend party night or not, that winding down and the slow release to get themselves ready for bed, right? Which is where I know I've had a problem, because sometimes I do the opposite and fall asleep when I should be awake, and I'm awake when I should be asleep, because I choose the wrong BPM. My bad.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, Yukon, you're definitely right. If you are gonna raid into a streamer that has a different, genre or vibe from what you're doing, yeah, definitely always, make it known to your viewers and let them know, hey, we're gonna go check out this person who's doing this, that, or is playing this, and kind of rally them to gather around you and have them trust you.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Yep. And again, getting all of that, getting a nice rotation. And even if you can't rotate, Simon, I saw your comment about Tuesdays. You guys don't really rotate. I understand sometimes, yes, certain, but your guys' is like a set one that's your full community. See, with that Tuesday one that you guys did, you created a huge full community one that, like, the Moist Music Collective goes from one to the next, to the next, to the next. And you have done so much. You guys did rotate out until you found that perfect lineup that really shows community support, Now if you're bringing in like those new people, like the larger trains that are kind of like, they have those guests, like the Seattle Sunday stream, they have 3 or 4 slots a week where they'll have a guest speaker, like Booters. He's been a guest on it a couple times. Or not speakers, guest DJs. Oh yeah. We got the Seattle Sunday stream, since they have those like couple guests, we rotated out because those new people can bring new follows for the next people in line, versus it just being the same community going through the trains. We're bringing other people in, yes, but there's a different style of the trains that you guys do. Your guys, with the Simils, what they've done very, very well is they really have, with the blending of, if you haven't checked them out, the Moist Music Collective, you can check out the link tree and it shows you they have their ambassadors and their DJs. Okay, they have their gamers and their welders and their other styles of streamers, but then they also have their DJs, and they work together real quick, I do have to say hi to a few friends that did just join us. I just saw two names. Let me see. Wendy Bug, welcome in. Pankle Dank, there we go. Hey, sweetheart, another member that joins us on the SSS occasionally. Um, and has a partner sneaking around probably somewhere in the background with them. And Tycho Bay, both amazing, amazing streamers. If you can, go give
Welcome,
them some
friends.
love. We love you guys. Thank you very much for joining us. Oh, we'll send that sleeping partner a little hug in the for me. Mwah. Pangle Dank and is very good at that bright that we were talking about, and you should check them out. They're great. As well as Tycho Bay. He does some like live shows, and you'll be able to watch him doing his live stuff as well as his side streaming, both live on Twitch. Amazing, amazing, amazing streamer. I really, really enjoy both their music, both completely different styles, but amazing because I'm kind of one of those people that loves all music. I'm not a specific genre style person. How about you, Booters? Do you stick to just one style mainly? You said I
Uh,
know that you like hip hop the most and that EDM.
Actually, I lied. I guess it comes to when I'm. No, I'm gonna say I lied. I listen to everything. Yeah, if I could play everything, I would, but it's so hard because it's you can't focus. I guess for me, I can't focus because for me, I'm originally an open format DJ. So if I could, I would be everywhere, but it would be scattered. So the best way I've learned to do my streams is, split them into categories. That way I can build the best sets that I can, But when I'm not DJing, I listen.
Oh, your mic just like flicked off.
Yeah, yeah. Let me. I'm gonna switch mics. Hold on.
Ooh, we got a mic. You're welcome, Kever K. Thank you very much for joining in, and means a lot that you showed up. I hope you enjoy your mod day and your mod job. We all got to do it, and it's all good. I know, right, Ukron?
There we go.
No wireless equipment on stream. Might help.
Yeah, that's. I mean, the best way to learn is for it to happen on stream.
Facts.
So
Facts.
there we go. If you're using a wireless mic, make sure you have batteries before you start streaming,
Uh-huh.
or always have a wired mic in the backup.
You got them all ganging up on you now.
Right. I mean, and that's the best way to learn. Wait,
I love
let
you
me.
guys. That's okay. I give Booters when we first started working together, our little meetings would be like Call of Duty rounds, having conversations. Okay, what are we gonna mess with now? What are we gonna do now? What do you think about doing this? What do you think about doing that?
Right.
And we'd sit there playing Call of Duty.
Here you go.
Those
I'll
some
give
fun
myself
ones.
this one.
Oh, you gonna give it one? Just one.
There you go.
See, the simple things just make us smile. It doesn't have to go overboard, guys. If you
Right.
have like even that with like say your processing power of your computer, if you know you don't have a computer that can run a whole bunch, make it simple but use what you have around you.
Yeah.
What
For
would you
sure.
say the simplest thing that you have in your setup right now is for somebody to learn that's in your visuals?
My visuals. Ooh. I would say. I guess. I don't know. That's that's a good question. As far as visuals go, I would say I would refer it back to know what what your vibe is and translate that into colors. Yeah, I think that's what I would say, because I don't update my visuals if I know it's not gonna mesh with, the color scheme that I already have going on. So yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah, matching it to that personality, really getting in on it. And again, I will stress this so much. Like, as Buddha knows, when I'm making commands as a mod, I'm not making them thinking about me. I'm thinking like Booters. I want to make this him. I don't want a duplicate of Cassie. I want Booters to be original for him. So I can't be selfish going, I want a command for myself. I might do that with a sing, but even when I do a sing command, it's different in every chat. Conform to the community and the style of singing we do or how people have said it and whatnot. Really making every command personalized to you and your image. Simil. All the ducks are swimming in the moisture. So, what is one thing that you think you could do a quick how to? One small thing that you learned in the beginning that helped you in a turning point of going forward. That was just a moment
As far as like visuals or just in general?
in general for your stream. It was an aha moment. This is what really clicked, and I was able to move forward.
I would say I guess originally just starting out, I I would say make sure you have a good camera. I mean, because that's probably like the most important part. I would say make sure you have a good camera. Um, and then my next thing was, once I got my visuals to look the way I wanted to, make sure you're you're just being interactive. That's one thing that I noticed. I'm like, well, what's the difference between this person's chat and or that person's stream than this person's stream? If I'm in the chat and they're engaging and outgoing, it made me want to stay. So I was like, I get it. You have to be outgoing. You have to show that you're outgoing, and you have to engage people. Rather than just being that badass DJ who just mixes and just is there to look cool. It's like that's not what it's about. Like for me, it clicked. I'm like, you know what? People like to see somebody being goofy and being silly and just doing random stuff. Like it captures their attention. So I was like, you know what? Just be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just be yourself. Whether it's weird or whether you think it's weird or not, be yourself. I guarantee there are people like you on Twitch.
Dang straight, because now you're not just touching your city. You can
Exactly.
touch the world. And they say there's at least, 3 doppelgangers at minimum?
I think that's what Simon said earlier.
Yep. There's at least 3 doppelgangers of us, So at least 3 of us out there trying to do the same thing. Maybe. Who knows? If we can find them, that would be fun. Start your search. Spread through Twitch. It's the easiest way we can get away from all of the negative news we can communicate and see what's really going on from firsthand around the world. Realizing that, hell, it's winter in Australia and summer over here, and actually like registering it and these time zones. Oh my goodness. You guys, what's the easiest thing that's helped you with time zones if you've had to work in multiple time zones? If you can answer in chat, or you booters.
Mine, I've never started, like, until Twitch. I really didn't use this feature in my phone, but the world clock, that has helped me out so much.
Oh yeah.
I have about 9 time zones in here because of Twitch.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Pinkledink, that's a good one. Just recognizing that it may be the next day. So I always say happy Tuesday and Thursday.
Yeah, yeah. And it's, for me, it's hard because I tend to do longer streams. So when I get to about like the end of my stream, I have to be very mindful of when I need to really cut it, because if I keep going, that other time zone, about 60% of the time, are going to start raiding into me, and that's not going to end well for me. That's going to turn into an 18-hour stream. So you really got to be mindful of that too.
Yep. And yes, Pangledank, trying to be inclusive and remembering who just woke up, because even the same time zone people have different schedules. Facts. I live in Washington State on the West Coast. I work graveyards. So when people that live near me are awake, I am passed out. But when people in the UK and other places are awake, or Germany, I'm wide awake. So I spend a lot of my time in streams from different countries and on different continents, because that's my schedule. On my days off, I'm here, but like I'm a night owl. So those people that are streaming from, say, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time through the entire night until, like, I know you guys don't do the math, until about 1 p.m. the next day, I'm on streams.
Yeah, I don't see how you do it, Cassie, because I mean, you stream for so many streamers, or you mod for so many streamers, and most of them are in different time zones, and she will literally not sleep. Like, now that, I mean, that's dedication, but at the same time, is you got to get some sleep sometime.
I mean, maybe me having insomnia helped before, you know? And again, I need to stop listening to the hyper music when it's bedtime and reverse. And I love music, okay? I wake up and Mixie set it on last Wednesday's stream, where, you know, we're trying to get people to open their phones and start looking at Twitch instead of Facebook or Instagram, you know? Because it's and it was like not many people do it, and I had to raise my hand going, I do. Because I literally grab my phone, or I will here, I will be doing this one where I'll be like laying down, reach my hand over to my computer, click Twitch, and go, where are you now? Because like it never closed at night. So I want to see where my raid landed, because I fall asleep with my computer open. And sometimes I get to send a new follow, and sometimes, you know, it's a place that I love already, and I've had that follow on, or I'm a mod and I go, yo, morning, like in the morning when it lands on Simil and I'm waking up, or I'm and whatnot, I click it and I'm like, oh, he's live. So I'll click in Discord, wiping my makeup off, coming into the virtual audience going, morning, people.
Right. Kemi the Grass,
Oh,
thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. And I think I seen Maison come in here too. So confetti for Maison.
Yes, again, I did try and say hi earlier while we were chit-chatting, sweetheart. Welcome in, welcome in. He says your name way better than me, so I might just leave it to that.
I think I said it right.
I'm still working on the names. I've been reading them and I'm dyslexic, but we'll get there.
Yeah, I did not know that I didn't know how to read very good until Twitch, until you have to read Twitch names. Yeah.
Oh yes, oh yes. It's kind of interesting, right? And real quick, you guys, please send Kemi the Grass Gal DJ a follow. We love Kemi, amazing music streamer. Been lurking in here, but we love, 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 love her. And her husband's Greg the Grass Guy. They both are amazing.
I thought I shot her a follow, but let me double check.
Oh, and Bacon, Bacon, Bacon. One of my favorite names I actually mentioned.
Kemi, sorry. I thought I was following, but now I am. There you go.
And also send Bacon, Bacon, Bacon some love. They just started recently streaming. Still figuring out their stream, but every time you talk to Bacon, 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 it's about bacon and baking. Oh, it's amazing.
Yes, bacon.
It will make you hungry though.
Of our streaming community. Actually, I was just in her. She was streaming Halo yesterday. I was chilling with her. Yeah.
Halo's
we'll have to
fun.
play with you.
Ooh, real quick, Seeds of Life. Raid is what you will witness in about 10 minutes or less is probably when we're going to wrap this up. So get your questions typed out if you have any more for us today. And it's where we, instead of other platforms, when they end their live streaming, that's it. They make you go find what to do. We don't. Here on Twitch, we get to take you and transport you into another party or another live stream, whether it be gaming or yoga or whatever I want. Today, I've been telling you guys, we've been following that Seattle Sunday stream, the SSS, that Omega and the Hunt music and all of our family, Pankle Dank occasionally, and everyone joins that link tree there. We have been listening to Spin Spin if you joined me during this, doing so. And he's going to be ending at 1 o'clock. So I want to drop you guys into one of our guests on the Seattle Sunday stream. It is their first time showing up with us. They should be starting at about 1 o'clock my time, which is in about within the next 5 minutes. And Spin Spin will be rating them. So I thought that we'd give them a happy welcome to the Seattle Sunday stream by rating them today. So we'll just chit chat for a little bit longer. If you have any other questions, we will then take you, Seeds of Life, from here to there, and you never have to leave or push a button other than refresh on the other side.
Yes. Yeah, the raids are probably the best thing about Twitch because, yeah, you literally are transported to a whole nother streamer's stream and you get to experience a whole new experience. You get to learn about somebody new. It's awesome.
Ooh, always Cat. Do you have a guess what my favorite color is? I wonder. People always get it wrong. Booters, do you remember what my favorite color is?
Now you gonna put me on the spot like that? I'm gonna say was it purple?
Nope.
Oh, Jesus.
And no color that's been named. Black is not right. Green is not right. Blue is not right. It is red.
I was going to say that. That's like a close cousin of purple, right?
Purple's second. So you were close.
Okay, I was close.
You were close. You were close.
There we go.
Oh.
Crazy Cassie's favorite color is red.
Well, thank you very much. Always, Cats. Yeah, I do like blue. It's my third, but actually technically fourth because it goes red, purple, black, and blue. So maybe the colors of black eye. I don't know why, but you know, and add that nice lip color to it. Yes, you are always
asking
Cat.
the important questions. Exactly. And Ellis Cast is one of those people that really engages the chat and keeps it moving along. I love it.
Oh, yes. Always cats, always there to keep it going. I love running into him everywhere. Sweetest, sweetest person ever. So you can always send everybody in chat a follow, even if they're not a streamer. Because again, here's a tip and trick for you guys before we head over and we head out. When you have those recommended channels or the list of your friends on the side that you'll see, this friend's watching this person, this friend's watching this person, you see them because they have typically 50 or more followers themselves. That's where they kind of get pushed up on your list of friends to see what they're watching. So in its
I didn't
own
even know that.
reality, you having followers actually gets people to see you a little bit more. And this was taught to me when I first started twitching. And so also sending that friend request instead of just a follow helps with that as well. Just like, you know, when you click on somebody's message chat to whisper them, as we call it on here, Seeds of Life, a whisper is a direct message to the person. It's just what Twitch calls it instead of a direct message. If you click on somebody's name to direct message them, you know how some people it says this person's watching XYZ at the top, and you can click that link and follow them there. That only shows up for people that have 50 or more followers. You can't find someone based off of a chat if they don't have those followers. So if you are promoting your mods to get followers by shouting them out, that gets your name seen more, because if somebody goes to message them, they will then see this person's watching XYZ.
Yeah. That I think that's the same way in Discord too, right? Because I think this happened to me maybe a couple of days ago, where I was meaning to find Cassie. No, maybe it was last Sunday. I was doing some kind of work, and I knew it was a Seattle Sunday stream, and I didn't know where or who was streaming, and I happened to be in Discord, and I see Cassie pop up and says she's watching so and so. I'm like, oh, okay, now I found it.
Mm-hmm.
And so it really does help. And then another piece of information I would definitely say is, if you're watching your favorite streamer and you really enjoy them, just make sure it goes a long way when you hit that host button, because it not only does it help put them out there, it contributes to increasing the probability of having more of your friends come to their channel.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not, and it doesn't come across as you going, hey, come to this channel. They if they see that, they're going to come hang out with you, and it creates that more organic following rather than you just telling them, hey, come to this channel. So yeah, just make sure, if you're in your favorite streamer's stream, always support them by hitting that host button.
Correct. That is a very, very important thing. And also, I think one last tip I want to give you guys before we head out, because I'm probably going to say this a lot out of every single stream. First, Bacon gets, oh, thank you for following. Whoa. Have fun with that.
Bacon, there we go. Confetti for Bacon.
There we go. It's okay that you relate to
love
me.
her.
It does not matter. I just started streaming. This is my 5th one. A lot more to come. I do these every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I'm sorry, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Cassie, get your stuff right. But one thing follow only chat. Okay, guys? I'm not
Yes,
going to stress
Cassie,
this
I'm so
enough.
glad you're talking about
Please,
this.
please, unless there is a very, very big logical reason for you to have follow only chat on, turn it off. Because people like me, I'm sorry if I see your follow only, I will not follow you
Same
unless
here.
there
Same
is a
here.
mod saying, dude, she is on a medical emergency. She left a mix up and she'll be back. Like with Flossie DJ because she's on call at her dentist. Outside of that, like, unless there are specific situations like that, please, nobody wants to follow you. You will get, and all I
What
hear in
Yukron
virtual
said.
audiences when a follow only chat is on and we raid over is, are you kidding me? That's all you'll hear in a virtual audience if you raid somebody. Like, worst raid ever. Follow only? What the heck? Like, don't. How about you, Booters? Like, you kind of agreeing with there, but
Oh yeah, it gets on my nerves. Like I I hate it when I get my raid ready and then I get there and it's, follower or sub only chat, and it just leaves a bad taste in, people coming in, because you're kind of forcing them to follow or sub, which kind of goes against, I want to say it goes against the community aspect of Twitch, is incorporating everybody and letting them be their own person. And and when you do that, you kind of force them into, you force them into your community, which I don't know, it just rubs them, to me it rubs me the wrong way, because I would rather have people make that decision to follow me or not, so as Ukron said, please don't.
And let's be real, you guys. Follow
And
only chat doesn't do anything. Just because they have to follow you to say hi, most of the time, if they're going to follow you to say hi, they might unfollow you just because you had follower only chat on. And they only did
yes,
that to show support for their streamer. Okay. They're most likely unfollowing you the moment they've done the raid and they're bouncing. And it doesn't matter about those forced follows because that's not the people that are going to return. The people that are going to return are the ones that get to make the choice on their
yes,
own people. They get to come in and make a decision about your stream, your content, and your personality, and your chat and community. So worry about that, not how many follows you have.
yeah, and also, I probably would say this is probably more important to do. Don't, if you're in a raid train, please don't, especially if you're in a raid train, don't do it, because it just discredits the whole raid train, and it not only makes you look bad, but it makes everybody in that raid train look bad. So, if you're in a raid train, for me, I'm in that raid train for the sole purpose of connecting with new audiences and getting to, participate in it with other DJs. So if you have follower only on, you kind of, discredit the whole raid train. It makes
You
it
derail it.
comes, yeah, it comes off as, oh, these DJs, this group of DJs are just doing it for follows, and which, like I said, discredits the whole community aspect of Twitch. So yeah, especially if you're in a raid train, please don't have follower only on.
Yeah, and honestly, it will derail. We've watched it where, so we have this thing in the Seattle Sunday stream. They tell everybody to be a part of it. You have to turn that off. You cannot have follow only chat on. And what we will do is we will stay silent. If that DJ, instead of, rerouting, we'll send our apologies to our normal community people. I'll send a whisper to them, sorry, if we notice that they didn't follow and start talking. Some of them will slowly follow if they like the music. And we'll kind of be quiet. We'll just kind of like sit in the background. We might give them that view We might leave for a little bit and just come back to the SSS on the next person. Like it, but in other places that doesn't have that community vibe, that they already know this is the rules and you just broke them. So now you're going to get a shame on me nicely, but a shame on, or I mean, shame on you nicely. It derails the whole thing and everybody just books it. They leave. They're like, screw this, I'm gone. And that then affects negatively every streamer after that person. Because if the first 3 people on a train got them up to 50 viewers, you then pop a follow only chat going, haha, watch this, I want all 50. Now there's only 10 people that stayed with you. What's going to happen to the next person? And you now have follow chat only, so nobody's going to raid you, or very few people are going to raid you unless you already set this up with them. It really hurts everything. It really does.
Yes. Yeah, and I've had a night where, I'm not sure, Cassie, if you remember, where I attempted 3 different raid trains and they all had follower mode on, and I was like, you know what? I was really, like, the whole purpose of me, because I went out of my way that day to raid random people to kind of, pass my viewers on to somebody I would normally raid, and each one had follower only on, and that kind of just derailed that and kind of put me in a bad mood, because I'm like, well, all right, we're just gonna go to somebody we know this time instead of trying to expand to new territory. So it really leaves that bad taste when you have that on.
It does. So that's going to be, I think, one of my last things, unless anybody has any questions, or booters, you want to add anything into this? Thoughts, tips, tricks, wonders, do's, don'ts.
I will say the only piece of information I would say is definitely join either Cassie's or Open Decks Discord. We have more than enough people to help you with whatever questions you have. If there's anything you've seen on my stream that you need help with, let me know, or wondering how I did it. I'm definitely there to help. Yeah. There's so many resources just within Cassie's Discord that it's crazy. So and I would definitely say, yeah, join the Discord, because you have help 24 hours, a day. There's always somebody there you can ask. There's always somebody that knows something. So definitely join a Discord, Crazy Cassie's or Open Decks. It helps.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And real quick, I'll answer Bacon's 2 comments real there. First said, I love to raid. Unfortunately, yesterday my internet went out on me and I had to reset my internet box. I couldn't even raid though I wanted to. If you've got 4G on your phone or 3G on your phone and you can open Twitch, at least hit that host button on your page, because it has a potential, if anybody's still there, to drop those people over to a channel, okay? So always remember, a host or a backup on your phone is always a potential, okay? As a future tip and trick, how I get around that. Recently, I know there's been a lot of issues with raids. With one of the last updates, I was telling people to manually raid, dropping the link of the next streamer that you're going to manually raid. And once the majority of your viewers have gone over, then pressing that host button to send the rest. Bacon. Also, how about any advice for variety streamers for viewers? Schedule, sticking to it. If you're going to be a variety streamer, making sure, if you are doing Monday, Wednesday, Thursdays, Monday is Halo, Wednesdays is cooking with Bacon, Thursdays is just chatting. Keeping those dates exactly that. Sticking to a schedule, because people are finding you that day for what they want in that moment, and they are more likely to return if you give them the same thing that same day. How do you not get overwhelmed by the amount of Discords? Turning off notifications for every single Discord except for specific categories that you want to hear from. Not channels, not Discord groups, but specific categories. keep it to what you want to hear and what you want to be notified. Other than that, turn them off, make it so it's muted, and they don't ping you, and you can go around, meander as you want.
And
You're
to
welcome
add to
to
that, Cassie, I one thing that helped me is because I do have a lot of Discords. Put your top 5 at the top.
Yep, I taught him how to drop and drag.
Yep.
He didn't
That
know
helped
you
me a
could do
lot.
that. Oh, you can also make folders, you guys. If
That I
you
did not know.
drag one of those dots over the other one, it's kind of finagles, and you kind of gotta, just like on a phone when you're trying to get an app into a folder, it kind of takes a few back and forths. It's the same thing, and you can name those folders. So like I have the OG crew, the first Discords I ever joined in crews. I have the people that I moderate for that are on the paid side of my business. I have the ones that are the free side of my business. I have the different groups. So if it's Vibes for the Tribe, all the Discords for the Vibes for the Tribe members are in a folder. All the members from the Moist Music Collective are together in one. All of the members from the Seattle Sunday Stream are together. So as they pop up, I drop them in the folder so I can organize them based on where my mindset is that day. That's how I do it.
I learned something new today. Thanks, Cassie.
You're welcome. Channels and
I learned a lot of new
categories,
things.
right? Pinkeldink, to know what categories, it's the difference between channels is like, and categories is the overview versus the subcategory. So you can either choose a channel or a category specific to stay on, versus the whole Discord. Yeah, that's why you keep your phone near so you can raid if need be. And even leaving it open while you're streaming is a good thing too. So you can do that raid from your phone.
Yes. So yeah, Bacon, like Cassie said, schedule. It's gonna make life easier if you schedule out your streams and your categories of streams. That way you're not second guessing what you should stream today, but you'll have that set schedule. So yeah, definitely figure out the days you want to stream and narrow it down to the category that you want and just run with that.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Aloha. Love you, sweetheart. One of these days I will say your name right. It may take me a year, but I will. Palelua. Tell me if I got it right this time. I probably fucked it up again.
Aloha.
I love it.
Welcome.
Yep. Always, yeah, your phone, you can do that. Always 100. That's why sometimes you see hosts come through, but not a raid. It's still, but that number's large. It'll be more than just, that hosted with 0 viewers. It'll be a hosted with 2 to however many they had in their stream left. Puleleo. No, I'm still fucking it up. I love you. And morning. She's, oh, yes, I know you're behind us.
Kulehiwa? Oh, man.
It's the hardest name that I've come across, and I love her the dearest, and I've talked to her face to face, and she's even told me verbally how to pronounce this, and I still can't get it.
Still? Oh, that's terrible, Cassie.
It's still, and I feel so bad, and that was even before I streamed.
We'll call her Butterfly. That's what she says.
Yes, always, Kat. I will be getting to that. I kind of somewhat have touched based on that, but that is one of my mod talks that's going to be coming up. Just to kind of like wrap this up again, I want to get there before our newbie on the SSS is done. Wednesday's interviews with streamers, talking about the behind the scenes, what's yeses, noses, maybe some mod appreciation days here and there. Thursdays, you'll get mod talks with me, and sometimes we'll have some guests that are other mods around Twitch and or other platforms, and we'll be dropping the knowledge of what the do's, don'ts, how-tos are. Sundays, mostly we'll be trying to get some streamers from different platforms together for those open talks and different styles of streaming and why everybody chose what platforms and what was helpful when they did start streaming. Again, we are going to be hopping over with this raid today to our lovely Mogi Moo, who has joined us for the first time on the Seattle Sunday raid train. You will love her. She's amazing. Help join me in pressing follow for the first time for this one, because I have not gotten the chance to press the follow, but I have been listening since we've raided. And so far, this first 20 minutes of her set has been fire, just like all of you guys. I love you guys all, and I'm going to raid you over. Let me make sure I spell it right. Ho, ho, ho. I love all the new people. Thank you very much. Again, next one you'll catch me is Wednesday. We have a couple people that'll be joining us. Love you guys all. Booters,
See you
anything to
guys.
say on the way out? I'm gonna shout them out one more time.
Yes, come out. We'll be streaming tomorrow night for EDM Monday.
Yes, catch that anime behind him on the screen that you can't see today.
Yes,
Go ahead
if
and
you
get
love
that
anime,
follow.
you'll love the stream.
Yes, indeed. Again, that is DJ Booters. It's DJ Booters, one of the people to give me my first
Yes.
swords and push me to streaming the most.
Let's
But we
go.
call each other on our bullshit, and sometimes that's what a mod's got to do.
Exactly.
It's mod life. We love you guys. Thank you
Always
very, very
Cats,
much.
Bacon, Golden Artist, Aloha or Butterfly, Andrew Fetch. Thank you guys so much. Miss Yogurt, DJ Cookie. I see you guys. Thank you for tuning in.
All
Ukron
the
was here.
workers.
Pinkle
Mhm.
Dank.
Yes, Pankledang, Charlton Gomez. We also got Crystal LaFay in the back, DJ Cookie, DJ Craig
Yep.
Don, everybody that's joined, Golden Artist,
Oh, that's right.
Alicia
Crackdown was here.
Picard.
Yeah.
Everybody, send everybody a follow that you see in this chat. I promise you, if you are new to chat or been a long-time viewer, you will not go wrong with any of these people. Come on.
Nah.
You guys know me. When have I steered you wrong?
All right, let's
Love
go.
you. Let's go. Have a good one, guys. Bye. All right, Booters, thank you very much for joining. I'm going to go ahead and end the broadcast. If you want to chat, find me in Discord.
I got you. Oh, dang. Okay. I love this.
Thank you.
Is that a wig or is that her actual hair?
I think it's a wig.
Oh, that's cool.
But I think we might still be on live, so I might be quiet and end this real quick.
And the stream.
Bye. Heart stars and horseshoes.
Before I start scratching my butt and everybody sees me.
Right? No butt scratching here.
Right.
Have a good one. Bye.
All right. See ya.